Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest.
I thought you were going to hold it up.
That's my new shtick.
Are we going, Coop? All right. Special signage there from Jason Milne to start the show. Yes, indeed. The Edmonton Elks are 3-0. Another dramatic victory. This one in Winnipeg last night. Defensive back Cordell Jackson is going to join us later on this afternoon. Friday, my goodness, we're going into the weekend. It's supposed to rain a ton once again, but it's a long weekend for me. I have Monday off.
You do.
I'm burning some holiday days.
Burn, baby, burn.
NHL Draft is today. How are you a draft guy? Before you started working here, were you a draft guy? I mean, I've known people over the course of my life. I feel like they knew more about the draft than the actual games that wound up being played with the drafted players. Like these guys, it's like, oh yeah, he went like 158th in 1987, and I'd be like, I love sports and hockey. Who cares?
Yeah, no.
Tell me how he did once he played. You know, like. Not who cares, but to me, there's a point where it's like, okay, they're playing now.
Not a draft guy.
And especially now, the Oilers do not pick today.
Well, yeah. What is it, the 58th overall pick?
52nd, aren't they, tomorrow?
Yeah, round 2.
I got 52nd, 84th, 180th, and 212th.
I mean, it's an interesting thought, but is outside of, say, the top 15 skaters, is the draft really a thing? Like, I mean,
of course it's a thing.
It's a thing. Sure, you're packing the cupboards, but I mean, it's crapshoots. And is it moving now into more of signings of these players?
What do you mean?
Instead of drafting players, finding players and signing them out of the NCAA and whatnot. Well, after they've matured.
They still draft. Oh, you're talking about the older players.
Yeah.
Oh, like finding I don't know about that. I mean, if a guy's 23 and you could find somebody there. I still think the best players still get drafted.
Sure. And there's certainly several players that will make immediate impacts on the organization that drafts them
Gavin McKenna.
Next year. Oh, Keaton Vierhoff?
Yeah.
Former Pass the Pantry athlete of the week.
We will have a Pass the Pantry athlete of the week from the sport of pickleball coming up later today, which will be a lot of fun. And we're going to talk more about the Elks, a lot about the Elks over the course of the show. They're 3-0. I just, what do I have to say? Figure it out. And I'm glad that the last 2 weeks they've been a figure it out type of team. I mean, Of course the entire game does not go smoothly. Of course the other team is going to grab momentum and score points. The other team might even have the lead. I think there are, things that are left to be desired, especially offensively.
Sure.
From last night's game. But it was a situation where if you drive and score points, you will probably win, whether they've got a field goal or a touchdown. Maybe not with a field goal. Well, if they would have gone for a field goal, they would have left Winnipeg less time. When they were...
Well, and Winnipeg would have won.
Right. But, Winnipeg would have won with a field goal. But if the Elks... So they called a pass on second down.
Yep.
See, I would have run it there. And then you're kicking the field goal with 30 seconds left.
Then everything changes because Winnipeg was out of timeouts. So the Elks could have milked
it down to about 35.
Yeah.
Kicked the field goal, kicked off.
Winnipeg maybe to say that Winnipeg would have won is a bit of a stretch, but they had the opportunity. And they've got a kicker in Sergio Castillo that can make the long kicks.
By the way, who had an awful night.
Terrible.
His team lost by 5. He missed 2 field goals.
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
The Elks fans have been dealing with that. But here's the deal, Reid. When their backs were up against the wall, the second half, to start the second half, the Elks had 5 straight 2-and-outs. That is not That's not acceptable.
No, it was bad.
But you have to give credit where it's due. When their backs were up against the wall and they needed a drive in that fourth quarter, they came through and they delivered. TJ Luther, touchdown.
Well, how about Julian Grant on
Kyle
the drive?
Julian Grant was incredible. He had an amazing night. But they came through. Like, that is the difference for this team. The biggest difference is that instead of finding ways to lose, they're finding ways to win. And they're finding ways to finish the game. And I would imagine as a head coach and a staff with Mark Killam, that is something to hang your hat on right now.
Lowest scoring game in the CFL this season. First time all year long, the losing team has been held to under 20 points. I mean, this is an offensive bonanza so far in the CFL this season. But 41 total points, the lowest scoring game. 18 points, the fewest points a team has scored in the CFL this season. Second fewest, Ottawa in week 1, also against the Elks. And then the third fewest would be the Elks last night with 23, but the Elks won.
I mean, the Elks right now, Reid, are giving up 22.6 points per game. In the CFL, that's really good.
Yeah, you'll take that.
You'll take that. If you can keep an opponent under 25 points, you should win every game.
Yeah, because then you should be able to get to 24 or 27.
You should be.
Yeah.
And you sent me a text last night saying if the Elks were able to do that, they would have won. But unfortunately, they just weren't efficient enough in the red zone, which is still an issue.
Yeah, I mean, so here were watching that last night. I mean, obviously the red zone stuff for the Elks was quite disappointing, and I know we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, as the game was dragging on, I did text Jay. I said if the Elks get to, because they were at 17, they were leading 17-11 for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I said if the Elks get to 27, they should win, and especially if they get to 30, because as we were getting into the fourth quarter, Winnipeg did sort of have the advantage, but they weren't scoring a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, if you put Winnipeg in a situation where they need 2 touchdowns or 16 points, they might run out of time.
Mm-hmm. Which ultimately they did.
But here's what, I mean, a lot of things impressed me about that game, but they sort of, did they beat Winnipeg at their own game a little bit? Like how Winnipeg has won a lot in recent years? Because here's what I was worried about, and I texted you this as well. Mm-hmm. This is Winnipeg's time. This is Oliveira time, and before that, this was Harris time, because he was the quarterback when they first getting, or the running back, and they got Collaros, and O'Shea really, cemented himself as a good head coach. Winnipeg would be in a close game, or they might be ahead, and you think, oh, the other team's got a chance. And you'd look and be like, oh, Andrew Harris or Oliveira, well, he's got 55 yards through 3 quarters. That's not bad, but he's not gouging them. And then here it comes in the fourth quarter.
Sure.
Here's a 7-yard run. Here's a 17-yard run.
Like a 65-yard quarter.
No, Collaros to Dembski for 12 yards. Oh, now the running back, right? And the guy, he winds up with 110 yards, and half of them were in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Winnipeg wanted to do that. And yes, he got some good runs, but the Elks held them at bay, and Collaros must have been having nightmares last night about double E's coming into his face.
Yep.
That was a great pass rush. He threw a lot of balls that, the camera panned downfield, and it's like that had no chance of being completed.
They kept him uncomfortable and moving around and having to get rid of the ball prior to the timing that is needed for specific routes. And yeah, it made it look like he was throwing it into the dirt a lot because he had to.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that this Elks, like the Elks front four and then across the way on the offensive line are major improvements this year. And you cannot deny that. I mean, Justin Rankin is still rushed for over 100 yards. I mean, a lot of that came in the first half.
Yep.
And credit to Winnipeg, they did switch things up. They adjusted at halftime. And Willie Jefferson became a lot more prominent in the second half. But yeah, the Elks, when they needed it, when their backs were up against the wall, credit to them. They drove the field and scored.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see the positivity. It's good to have these wins in the bank. I mean, there will be losses. There will be difficult games for sure. But having these wins in the bank and building that belief that it's like we're going to be the team that makes the play. Yeah, we might take some punches or two, but we're gonna have our response is going to be better than yours.
Bend but don't break.
Yeah. And I don't have a problem. I mean, you always see a little of this. I don't know how much you guys saw on post-game show, but there's always a little bit like, well, you should have won by more. Okay. Well, instead of Saskatchewan won by more in Calgary, yeah, they should have. Saskatchewan had that game under control in Calgary last week. Calgary, like, games are close.
Well, it's interesting.
The teams are good. Like, maybe Ottawa's like kind of a step below everybody else, but every team's kind of looking dangerous so far this year.
It's funny, when I pull up the stats page on CFL.ca, it says games played, wins, losses, ties. I don't see a column for close.
You can't actually have a tie anymore. They should have got rid of it.
Interesting. Very CFL.
Yeah.
So maybe they should change that to win, losses, and then close wins.
Impressive wins.
Yeah, impressive. IW and IL.
Right.
Impressive wins and impressive losses.
You get
for no
it's
points.
like voting by judges.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The win is the win. The Elks are 3-0. You cannot take that away from them. They picked up their first division win as well, which, as you know very well,
yeah, that's right.
That is going to be even more important further down the road in the season.
I want to keep talking about this, Jay, but I think we got something coming in here.
Breaking news.
Oh, we got a goal. We got a World Cup goal has been scored in Group G in Cranbrook. We got the audio highlight.
Cranbrook.
Yeah, I just got it sent to me.
Okay.
And a goal kick for Gage. He'll send it long. Chested down by Neielson. Oh, cheeky move to break free. He's got quite a creed. Gobbling up defenders like chicken tenders. The big man into the box. Oh, Dustin Neielson! Dare I say, what is happening? Brilliant on the microphone of Canadian football, and now brilliant on the pitch of European football. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? What is happening?
Individual effort by our CEO.
Like that was so Gage gets an assist.
Gage goal kicked it.
Gage goal kick.
Probably just past half. You know, Dustin got up there, probably chested it down to himself. And
Big
then
man.
Sounds like he must have done some spin move or some sort of a little fake to get himself into the open. And then he just took it to the net.
He just took it.
He just probably like gobbling up defenders like chicken tenders. Maybe he just slalomed through a couple of guys. And then all of a sudden it was just like he's just going to rip it home.
Well, I'm glad he's getting to play in Cranbrook because it means his parents can be there to watch.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and in that mountain air, the ball just explodes off your foot.
Explosive.
Like there's basically no gravity there.
Zero.
Though I'm not sure what that would do for Dustin's stamina. Well, I think he was subbed out after that goal. I think that was in the second minute, and then he...
After a run like that, the big man needs a break. He's out. Yeah, I'm good. Give me a blow. Now, was there a Creed reference somewhere?
Yeah, I improv that. That's not on the sheet.
Did?
On the sheet. I don't know if it made sense or not.
Anytime you can throw Creed in with Dusty, it makes sense. Absolutely.
I guess I could have had something like, and with arms wide open, he's embraced by his teammates.
Yes. Are you ready?
He's taken this EST club higher yet again.
Brilliant.
Dustin Neielson.
Brilliant.
All right, World Cup. What do we have? Wasn't there like a 5-0 game? Did it end 5-0 and 4-1? The two matches from earlier today. What do we have here? We kind of had it on, but...
Yeah, Senegal full-time over Iraq 5-0. And then France 4-1 over
But France
Norway.
and Norway had already advanced, right? They were already both through to the second round?
Yes.
All right. Coming up, not till 6 o'clock. There's those games at 6 and at 9. You can stay up all night watching World Cup, Friday Night Football, Blue Jays play. The Canada-South Africa game is 1 o'clock on Sunday in Los Angeles, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. The round of 32, the knockout stage into the single elimination. Here we go.
Canada's the only game on Sunday.
Yeah, just the one game.
That's exciting.
And Awanek, he said he's 85% sure Canada's going to win.
He said that.
Maybe he doesn't want us repeating that, but he did say that.
I've never seen him confident in anything.
Not like that.
He's usually quite a downer. Some would say a buzzkill.
Yeah. That'd be amazing if Canada got a couple games here, at least in the knockout stage. We're happy to hear from you this afternoon. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. retrospective.com. Send us a limerick if you would like. We always love getting those. The suggested limerick is work in the names of current Elks players. Or somebody who made a key play last night.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
I've noticed this lately, and I don't know if I've been saying it wrong my whole life.
Okay.
But when I would say, Reid, I've got a couple things I want to share with you.
Yeah.
You would say, Jay, I've got couple things. You would not say the A.
No, I say couple of things. It's
a couple of.
I say
so.
of.
Am I saying it wrong? Reid, I've got a couple things I would like to discuss.
I think you're supposed to say it's always couple of.
It just sounds weird saying.
I think Bob Layton told me that.
Grammarly always tells me it's a couple of, not couple of things.
Use of a couple of is, a couple is casual, but it is frowned upon in formal grammar.
A couple?
Yes. So you, for the example, I'll be back in a couple minutes. You should actually say I'll be back in a couple of minutes. OF.
Right.
Of.
Yeah, what do I say? Couple of?
No, you just
Francis
get to it.
Ford Coppola?
Jay, couple of things I'd like to talk to you about. Where I would say, Reid, I've got a couple things I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, you're saying my lead into it.
Yeah, you don't say anything before couple. You just get into couple.
I go, Jay, couple of things. Yeah,
Right.
well, let's talk.
I know, but I've never said that. I always use something in front of couple.
So what, do I sound rude? Like this
Not
is
at
something
all.
you've been noticing.
I think you sound correct. Maybe I'm admitting that I've been incorrect my whole life.
no, I don't think.
Like I don't know if one way is necessarily right or wrong.
Well, I see a couple dudes in front of me who are both correct.
See, but Reid would say
Couple of dudes.
I see couple dudes.
Couple of dudes.
Couple of dudes. Not a couple of dudes. Reid would say
I leave out the first part of
you
the
leave
sentence is what you're saying?
I guess
okay.
I say a couple of things. You say couple of things.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I don't know why. I just get to it, I guess.
There's a couple of options.
Yeah, I do. Now that you're saying that, I do that. I'll be like, just,
Yes, I think you just get right to it.
Jay, a couple of things here.
Yeah, see?
And a couple, I'm saying couple but it's couple of.
That's my
is
guy
what I'm abbreviating.
Do you think we could do an entire 3-hour show on just grammar? I think we could.
Yeah, we could.
The grammar edition of the
so
Reid
many.
Wilkins show. I'm writing that down.
Heads up, we're
I'm
not going to do it
trademarking that
today.
idea. Yeah.
There are things to talk
There are
about.
things to talk about.
Joe in the Nasty Chat says, go Elks. This team finds a way to win. Unlike last year, defense was huge early. I'm going to go July 9th versus the leans away from phone. Red Blacks! He actually typed that.
That's very good.
Leans away from phone. The Nasty Chat is our chat stream on YouTube. You do not have to be nasty in there. You don't have to be a nasty person. It's not a special stream that you can't see. I used to think that, like when I listened before I started working, I'm like, where's the Nasty Chat? Like, is that some special text line? Do you have to be a member? It's just what Dusty started calling the chat line. Oh, that was a nasty effort. You've got to be up early to stop Dustin Neielson. So see, I'm thinking of all these things. I had a bit of a creative block today.
I don't think so.
So post in the
Couple
Nasty
minutes,
Chat.
you'll be fine.
Post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Chat with us. But most of the stuff in there, people just get chatting with each other. Just, be respectful, of course. If you're on the YouTube feed as well, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. Our next plateau, 16,000 subscribers. So encourage other people to check out the show, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, that's also really cool. Thank you for using those apps. I often listen on iHeartRadio. Really, that's probably the most often way I consume Edmonton Sports Talk when I'm not here at work. And of course, you can click the thumbs up when you're in there on YouTube. We want to get to 100 thumbs every show.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
And text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Don't forget, River Cree Resort and Casino turning 20 this year. It is a massive promotion that's still going. We've been talking about this for a few months already. It's still going until October 26th. Over $1 million in prizes, including 9 brand new cars. Go to rivercreeresort.com. Cordell Jackson coming up from your Edmonton Elks, defensive back at 440. Ben Thompson has the afternoon debate in a few minutes. But we better get to the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Killam's crew got the win in Mosquito City. Clutch Cody drove him down the field the way Uncle Ted used to drive his lawn tractor down Main Street. Belgium plays New Zealand at the Footy Fest. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a hobbit in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Also in the CFL, Toronto has a home game in Regina. Reminds me of the time my brother-in-law wanted to visit Norway, but he wound up in New Norway. I'm Chet Palmer.
Yeah, it is a Toronto home game.
It is a Toronto home game tonight in Regina.
That means absolutely nothing. Like that Toronto's the home team.
No. It's just they got to play them twice, and Toronto's playing its home game.
Oh, that's terrible.
The Toronto home games against Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, and I think one against Hamilton are played in the other team's stadiums. And then BC is playing two of its home games in Kelowna. Tomorrow. And next Saturday? Yeah, next Saturday against the Elks. But yeah, Toronto's just like, we'll just play it in your building. More people will go.
Oof. That would be tough.
Yeah. Now, did you get the Hobbit reference?
No. Belgium plays New Zealand at the Footy Fest.
Yes.
Hey, Jason Milne, is that a hobbit in your pocket?
Now, where was Lord of the Rings filmed?
New Zealand.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a bit of a stretch, and especially for you. I know you're not into that stuff. You're an actual normal man.
Hobbits are quite big.
No, they're little.
Well, like they're not like this big. They're like
they're
little
not.
people.
They're shorter people. Yeah. They're hobbits.
So is that a compliment?
Well, they're not. When you say they're quite big, like they're not in the NBA.
No, but they're not.
They're in the HBA.
They're not like miniatures.
No, they're not garden gnomes.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you're getting at?
Yes.
All right.
How did they film that? Like, how did they make them appear to be so small?
Well, you'll have to get the DVD and look at the extras.
You know I'm not going to do that. I'd rather you just tell me the answer.
I don't know how. I think it was camera angles and stuff like that. Perspective, yeah.
Because wasn't Gandalf a giant?
I think Gandalf was a normal-sized person.
Oh, okay. They're just little. Now, was it the whole, are they from a community?
Middle Earth. Oh, the hobbits are from the Shire.
Okay.
Now, I don't know the Lord of the Rings lore very well. I think Milwanik might know it better.
Now, are there other shires on other ends of the planet? You know?
I don't know, actually, how many hobbit habitats there are.
They'd be naive to think they're the only shire. I feel.
I don't know. Maybe that's all the hobbits were from one area. We'll have to read the books.
And they have furry feet. Don't forget.
They do.
Hobbits, yeah.
Furry or hairy?
Hairy. Furry. Well, you could be hairy.
Fur I would classify as different than hairy.
The off-topic topic, this might seem like we're already on it, but we're not. It's presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website, williamhuff.com, or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. William Huff has wrapped the wall behind our technical desk, so now we got additional logos up there. Looks incredible. Bruce and company do amazing work. All right, which one of you's presenting the off-topic topic? It was Coob's idea, wasn't it? Or
well,
Jay, we fleshed it out a little bit.
Go ahead, Coob.
Okay, so for the first time since 2017, the Elks are 3-0. And 2017, 9 years ago, which is crazy to me to even fathom that it's been that long since 2017. I guess it's just simple math. But there's a lot of things that happen in that year that can be no longer. But
no longer.
Or I guess not no longer. I don't know. Things have changed. There's some moments that we don't remember from that time.
Like
and you
the Queen of England? Because that's what you're talking about?
I guess so. I mean, musically wasn't a thing. TikTok is the new thing now. But what is the most shocking fact or stat from the year of 2017? Stump us.
Giving us a surprising fact about 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to stump Reid and Jay.
Okay.
The fact from 2017.
Well, I was in a totally different industry. I was a business owner.
Right.
I suppose at that time I would have been the president of the Golden Bears Football Alumni Association.
Oh, congratulations.
Chris Morris would have been the head coach at U of A.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would have had babies, not
Yeah.
children.
Quite the difference 9 years makes.
Do you know of a something that blows your
What
mind?
were you thinking, Coop?
That is no longer?
No, I guess no longer is quite that's the way that I put it to you. I guess you guys
Like,
flushed
was
it out a little bit.
MySpace still around in
Well,
2017?
MySpace wasn't around. I don't know. The iPhone X, the iPhone 10 released. Face ID was a thing that was just introduced. And what TikTok was sort of at that time, the popular app that was holding our children, well, I don't have kids, on our phone, on their phones. Me on my phone was Musical.ly. That
Musical.ly.
does not exist. Stories that you see, you know how you guys preview the show on our Instagram page?
Yes, stories.
Stories only existed on a Snapchat app, right? That was the first
So
app that
stories
made
weren't
stories.
always a thing of Instagram.
Yes, exactly. And Pokemon Go was the huge game.
It still
Pokemon
is,
Go.
isn't it?
People still play it, but that was a...
Is that the one where you
Is that
find
the one
them
where
virtually?
Oh, okay.
virtually, yes.
Oh,
and you
that's
go
that one.
around with your camera and
Right.
walk around, and there's Pokestops and stuff, but Pokemon Go.
There could be a Pokemon in this room, right?
There could be.
How do we
somewhere.
find out?
You got to have the app, and it's
Do you
digital.
have
I
the
can-
app, Coop?
I think I do. Well, let me see.
They just place them around the world.
They still update this for sure. Yeah, they do.
I want to know
I wonder
where
if where's the nearest Pokemon stop too. You'd go there and get free things. Yeah. So
What do you
shocking
remember about
facts.
2017, Reid?
Well, the Oilers broke the playoff drought. Do I have any surprising or weird facts about 2017? I do not. I'm sorry. I'll be an observer on this one. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a chance to look anything up.
That's okay.
What's the weirdest thing that happened? I don't know.
Well, that's why we'll lean on the
Yeah, we'll see what people write in.
listeners.
All right, Ben Thompson is standing by. He's going to give us the afternoon debate for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Here's a sports update with LeCube.
The NHL draft gets going at 5 o'clock tonight. Toronto holds the first overall pick. Sharks and Canucks with the second and third overall selections. In other news, the Sabres have acquired Owen Zellweger from the Ducks in exchange for a 45th overall pick and prospect Anton Wahlberg. Elsewhere, Brett Kulak is re-upped with the Avalanche on a 5-year deal worth $4.5 million this season. Colorado also re-signing 41-year-old Brent Burns for next year. His contract is worth $850,000 base salary. Friday night football, the 2-0 Rough Riders battle the 1-1 Argos. AJ Ouellette doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. In baseball, the Jays Rangers open a 2-game series, or play game 2 of their 4-game series, First pitch just after 5 o'clock. Patrick Corbin on the bump for Toronto, and ahead of the game, the Jays recalled Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons while designating Simeon Woods Richardson for assignment. At Remax Field, the Riverhawks say battle the lefties. Tune into the game on any of EST's audio streams. First pitch just after 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The afternoon debate up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Stay tuned for that. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
Great questions. Great. According to Mike, they were great questions.
They were unbelievable.
He said that a lot. There's a lot to unpack here.
Any of them?
But yeah. Well, my God, he does not seem like a changed man. He's a brilliant X's and O's guy. That's what everybody said. There was zero accountability for anything that had happened in the past.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour. July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Hope you have a great weekend ahead of you. We are joined here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio by Ben Thompson. Of course, the Canadian Brewhouse, for a few more days, has the wing flavor of the month, the Maui Pineapple Flame-Grilled Wings tossed in a sweet and tropical Maui pineapple sauce. Somebody might be getting Canadian Brewhouse for supper tonight. Maybe get a little gyoza, some bacon-wrapped jalapenos.
Is that you, Reid?
Saying. Might be me. And we'll get some wings as well. All right, Benny, I got to read this first. The afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. Memberships available at egmgolf.com. EGM Golf offers discounted rates for seniors and first responders. How are you doing, sir?
Great, Reid. How are you?
Now, we've spoken off air, obviously, several times, but I would like to congratulate you in front of our live audience.
Well, thank you.
On receiving full-time employment here at Edmonton Sports Talk.
Thank you.
Well deserved. You join our excellent crop of young talent. Well, full-time anyway here at EST.
Thanks for having me.
Good stuff, buddy.
I'm very excited about it. It's been a lot of fun working here, and excited to be here more often. So it'll be good.
Yeah, good stuff.
We're excited to have you. You're a great addition to the office. Vibrant. You're a positive guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So don't ever change.
I try.
That just takes you just got to think. Positivity wins.
Yeah. Fair.
What have you brought us today for the afternoon debate?
Let's handle business first. Let's handle business first, okay?
That's looking at us like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, sorry, I always forget about the 4-second song.
Hey, it's 11.
Hey,
it's 11
clip, Reid.
Yeah.
Are we going to give it its time, boys?
Come on.
Benny's blind rankings. All right, that's it. No.
Well, it pretty much is it.
Can you get an extended cut?
Probably. I have to go find an AI site to extend it. But
like if you
should get somebody to record, like get Clausen or something.
Nasties, get creative. I'm open.
like that.
I'm open to it. So, okay. We're going to do another Keep 3, Cut 5 with you guys. Today, this was inspired yesterday when Jay brought in a bag of Cheetos.
I did.
We're going to do company mascots. Not just food, not just sports in general. Company mascots.
Companies, which could be interpreted in a lot of different
is
ways.
that because of Chester the cheetah?
Chester the cheetah, yes.
Right. Because yesterday, Jay asked, what's this guy called?
Oh, man. I'm just trying to think what would, like, when it comes to mind of branding and company mascots.
A few things pop into my head, but I don't know where he's going to go here.
You did it again. You said few things pop into my mind.
Okay.
I would say a few things. I think I'm wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think we just speak differently.
We just speak differently.
Cadence.
But like Tony the Tiger. I don't know if he's on there.
Yeah, I can think of a few.
We'll see.
So we're keeping 3, cutting 5.
Keeping 3, cutting 5. Zach has
Just
pictures
in terms of how much we like them or think they represent. Okay.
Yeah. Just in general. You like the mascot. Okay. I'll lead you off with Mr. Clean.
Oh, that's you know what that is as soon as you see it. Oh man. So like you've kind of left it open as to how we want to keep 3, cut 5. I think for me it's sort of just recognition,
just iconic. Like, they have aura.
Like how iconic it is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at it as if this were I have to put this on my scale. And my scale will take into account multiple different factors. Iconic, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Creepy, 100%.
Is he creepy?
Look at him. I mean,
he wants to clean your house.
Do you see how bushy his eyebrows are?
Yeah.
Like look at his.
He's got to have hair somewhere. So.
Like I need a 65-year-old ripped. He's probably abusing steroids.
Probably. I think isn't he supposed to be a sailor or something? He's got an earring. Like I don't know.
I mean, he's got an earring. He's trying to look young.
But it just shouts that he's clean.
He looks like he's wearing contacts. His eyes are just so blue.
It shouts that he's coming to your house to sell you a vacuum.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, to me.
No, he's got a bunch of liquid cleaning project.
Right. Yeah. Even creepier.
Have you ever smelled chloroform, Mr. Milne? You wake up a few hours later. He certainly cleaned me out.
Yeah. Right. I get that Mr. Clean is iconic, but I don't like how they've changed him. Like I've seen videos of him, like he's this shredded 68-year-old man that's dancing in your house, cleaning. Like
what are you watching?
I've seen commercials, man.
All right.
I'm keeping
cutting Mr. Clean.
I'm keeping Mr. Clean.
Two like opposite.
I feel like
size. This is awesome.
I don't know.
Jay is
Mr.
taking
Clean,
us down an unexpected alley.
Mr. Clean creeps me out.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
It's important to know what creeps you out.
I mean, he's in immaculate shape. There's no doubt about it. But I just, pissing this.
He's
cup,
so
Mr.
muscular
Clean.
from sweeping your house with his cleaning.
His pee looks like the products he sells.
Okay, nice. So Reid uses one of his keeps there on Mr. Clean. Next is Mario.
Oh, these are good, Benny. What are we gonna do?
Like, okay, Mario,
again, iconic. You know exactly what it is.
Mario holds a special place in my heart for my childhood. I believe, did Nintendo come out in 1985? Or was it?
Well, Nintendo, the company's been around since
the late 1800s. The NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I know you didn't think that.
No, but this is absolutely keep worthy for me.
1983.
This is a 100% keep. I mean, look at him, and he's just a little blue collar working plumber. Him and his brother Luigi. And then they're called to save the world and the princess.
Save Princess Peach from Bowser. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut him. I mean, it's pretty distinct, but I gotta leave room on my list here.
Okay.
And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he probably hasn't been around as long as some other mascots that you might present to us.
Right. But as for me, I mean, I remember the day my parents brought home our first ever Nintendo, gaming system, and that was it. Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. So Mario holds a special place in my heart. He's an iconic character.
He is.
Okay. Now, is that a logo? Or is that
a mascot?
A mascot?
He is considered a mascot.
Yeah,
He's considered a Nintendo mascot.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Next, Captain Morgan.
Oh man, Benny, you have done well.
I'm telling you,
I wonder if
there's a loaded list today. I'll tell you that.
I wonder if he would be. Of course, it's very recognizable. Would he be as widespread recognizable as the first two? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fair.
Captain Morgan,
but you've done a hell of a job here, Ben.
Well, and I don't like. I think the Captain Morgan the guy himself has changed over the years.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
like he looks more bougie now than he ever did.
Yep. For sure. Got some money.
Close personal encounter with a bottle of Captain Morgan's just the other day by the bus stop.
No! Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you did.
I did.
The fire department had to come by.
Oh, really? Did
Yeah,
they?
as I was leaving. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Yeah.
okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
good. At least that got settled.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut Captain Morgan. I'm going to very
cut Captain
iconic.
Morgan, too.
I don't know if it's striking. It's well known.
Like if this was Dusty doing it, he would have to keep Captain Morgan
have to.
because
He'd
he's
have
a big
to.
spiced rum guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would have kept Mario too.
He probably would have kept Mario as well. I'm going to cut Captain Morgan.
Yeah, I'm cutting him as well.
Okay, so both of you still have 2 keeps available.
Good.
Jay kept Mario. Reid kept Mr. Clean. Next is what inspired the list. Chester Cheetah.
Well, I'm cutting him because I don't like. I just don't think he's that well known. Was there a TV campaign with him? I don't know if
I believe he speaks.
I don't know if you just showed him to a lot of people if it would resonate even as much as the first 3 that we showed. You know, and I try to think about other people I know. Like of the first 3, if I showed them to my parents who are both in their 80s, they probably would have most identified Mr. Clean. I don't know if they would have known Mario. Maybe they would have guessed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they would know Mario for sure.
I don't.
You don't think?
I don't know.
Huh.
I'm also going to cut Chester.
To me, this is the
cheetah.
least iconic of the 4 you've shown.
Yeah.
He's still iconic though,
Yes.
Why is his mouth on fire?
because he had the spicy Cheetos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shaggy and St. Albert. It ain't easy being cheesy. That was his line.
That's the most
that's
positive
it, okay.
message.
You can barely see the road from the heat coming off.
Out of his mouth.
Okay. Next. Geico Gecko.
Oh, is it more? Yeah, that's.
It really is a quick,
Here's
cute
my-
little cat though.
Here's my thing, though.
Oh, those beady little eyes.
I wonder if,
It's the cutest little fingers.
like, do people know he's the Geico Gecko, or he's a gecko that, like, he's almost bigger than the product? You know, like Mr. Clean, that's a cleaning product. Captain Morgan, that's that gecko from the commercials. What do they sell again? Like he's almost.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to cut him.
What's the title of this?
Just company mascots.
I don't know what we're doing.
Most iconic.
We're just having
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
But we can do
Up
whatever
to,
we
yeah,
want.
leave it up to you.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to back myself into a corner here.
Yeah.
He's. Well, I guess what I'm getting at is that he is well known, but could people also know the company that he's with and what the company sells? Captain Morgan is booze, right? Mr. Clean is a cleaning product. Oh, that's that gecko.
But it's the Geico Gecko.
The Geico Gecko. Okay.
And Geico.
But is that obvious to everybody? I don't know.
Reid, I don't know.
think it
Like,
is.
I think, is Geico not insurance?
Yes. Well, you're not totally sure. You have
I'm
to
not
ask.
totally sure, but I know the Gecko.
Right. But he's not as.
He's really a sensible little
You're
gecko.
not, that's what I'm saying. Though.
you
You
could
have to
say-
think about what company.
You
he
could
is.
say he's bigger than the company.
Well,
Right.
it might be. He's very soft-spoken.
I'm cutting. Is that how he talks?
He's a little English
Why
fella.
does he talk like that? Why does somebody always have to put an accent or some weird British thing on every character they do?
Because it's
Come
intriguing,
on.
Reid. People like accents. I mean, if we had we should start trying to get into fan base in Ireland.
Yeah.
They'd go crazy for our accent. I hate to do this, but I'm going to cut.
Okay.
What's his name?
Geico Gecko.
Is it Steve?
I don't know. When I searched it up, it was the Geico Gecko. So, okay. Which means you guys have 2 keep spots, both of you guys. 2 keep spots.
You cut him too?
I cut him
too. Okay.
1 cut spot available.
His real name is Martin, by the way.
Okay, Martin the Gecko.
He's not as well
Martin
known.
the Gecko.
Not as well known. He's big, but he's not the biggest.
Next, Kool-Aid Man.
Keep. That's an obvious keep. Like, come on. He's shaped like he is a jar of Kool-Aid, a jug of Kool-Aid. He runs through the wall. He goes, oh yeah. Like, look at all the stuff I know about him. Kool-Aid Man is an obvious keep.
Okay. I was never, we never had Kool-Aid in our house growing up.
I've
Neither
never
drank Kool-Aid.
But yet I know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
Did he make an appearance on Family Guy?
Yes,
multiple times. Yeah,
was he having like a relationship with somebody?
Yeah, he went to court a few times. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to when you're talking iconic mascots.
Like that's just in
you
your
just
face.
know that.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
He is what
he is. Literally
he
the
is.
product he's portraying. I'm going to keep.
Okay.
Do we know what the Kool-Aid Man's name is?
I think his name is
Probably is just the Kool-Aid Man.
the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
LL Kool-Aid?
Does he? Does he pee by tilting his head to the side?
Doesn't he have a belly button? Maybe it comes out of there.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so that leaves you guys both with 1 keep and 1 cut left.
Okay.
Next is Mickey Mouse.
I mean,
that's
like cheating.
it's so obvious.
I have to keep Mickey Mouse.
I mean,
the Mickey Mouse ears alone.
Well, they just the silhouette of the ears.
Silhouette of the ears.
Part of the Disney.
I mean, who hasn't gone
imagery?
to Disneyland for the first time in their life and gotten the Disney or Mickey Mouse ears?
I still have my Pirates of the Caribbean ears when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's a good one, Benny. Yeah, you gotta keep Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. I mean, that's
so closely associated with Disney, the product.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about Mickey Mouse, like how weird he is? In a way, like he's always got these white gloves. What's up with his ears? Like those are not mouse ears.
I wouldn't say so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what happened?
That's a good point.
What, they're too big?
They got rounded out.
Yeah, they're round and
Oh, I see.
completely.
Well,
weird.
not pointy. Yeah. Fair.
You know, put a shirt on, dude.
Well, he's a nice guy. You got to give him that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
unless you get on the wrong side of Mickey Mouse.
yeah, true. Okay.
There's always a dark side.
So you guys both use your keeps, which means you guys are cutting the final mascot, and it's a video that I have for you guys.
Oh wow. Okay.
Zach, go ahead.
Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, there it is.
That means you guys are cutting Smash Mash.
Well, I'm fine with that. 'Cause I'm never wearing that costume again. I almost suffocated. I mean, we like. Well, that's not even our. Is that our thing? Or
That's
is
our
that
mascot.
That's our
Yeah,
mascot.
yes, he's mascot.
Yeah.
Smash the Pelican.
What a great day that was.
I mean, iconic for us, but maybe not around the world.
I was really hoping one of you guys would keep it and be like, oh, well, that's ours. But yeah, I was instantly when you were talking mascots, I was like, you know what, I gotta get ours in here. So
that was a great
thank
moment
you.
in
Shout out Mattawonic, because we took it took him like 20 minutes trying to find that video.
Oh my!
It took a while, but
I had it on my Twitter somewhere, I think.
Yeah, we tried looking everywhere, and eventually he found it. So shout out Mattawonic. But yeah, that's you guys are cutting.
Dustin grabbed your head and just pet you like a little animal.
When did he do that?
Show that video again, Coob.
I don't even remember that.
Right at the end. Watch him at the end.
Yes, there's you faking like.
Where's Smash?
Where's he was like, where's the new employee?
Okay, watch this.
Yeah,
no, he just goes.
So I take the head off.
Watch, he just rubs you down like a little.
Oh, I don't even remember that happening. That's nice. That's very
nice.
affectionate.
I wasn't there. Like, were you in the mascot like that whole time, or like what?
I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes.
Probably 20 minutes.
Remember, I had to take a break because it was quite hot.
We had to go outside.
Stuffy in there.
Reid's like, I got to get outside. So
Yeah.
we went around the corner, and it was like Smash was going outside to have a dart.
Yeah.
And we took it off. But, I think a lot of people had figured
Yeah,
it
a few
was
people
probably
knew what was going on.
Reid dressed up as Smash, but that was a great night. Well, it announced our show.
In hindsight, it did. In hindsight, I probably would keep Mario over Mr. Clean.
Mm-hmm. I think I win.
But I'm glad having the Kool-Aid Man and Mickey Mouse.
I kept Mario, Kool-Aid Man, and Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's what I wish I had. I mean, Chester the Cheetah, no way. The Gecko, to me, no way. Smash, you put it in as a joke. Captain Morgan was an interesting one, but I don't know. That one was up there. But Mr. Clean is pretty recognizable. It's just Jay creeps him as Jay's creeped out by him.
I don't it's just I don't know. He's definitely abusing some sort of growth hormone or
something.
Oh,
no, for sure. This was one of my favorite lists to do. I had a lot of fun going through.
So what else did you give us? A couple other things you considered putting on?
Well, obviously Tony the Tiger was one of them. The Pelican from Fruit Loops. Toucan. Yeah. So I considered that. I considered going like sports as well.
Ronald McDonald in the chat.
No, that's an iconic one. Yeah, I could have done that.
Oh, that would have been.
Yeah.
I wonder if you
The
might
guy
go
from
the
Lucky
Philly
Charms?
fanatic.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
The Leprechaun.
You got my
Lucky-
Lucky Charms.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of different places I could have went.
What do you think the most iconic sports mascot is?
The Philly fanatic.
The Philly Fanatic.
Yes.
Do you think it's just because we are in a hockey market? But what's the other Philly guy?
Gritty?
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, he's been pretty funny.
Been making a name for himself
In Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, UP was
UP is
good. I like how the Canadians incorporated him.
Yeah.
Not the Domer from the Toronto Sky Dome. I think it's Terry the Turtle's brother, actually.
Yeah. That's actually Terry calling out for Domer. We haven't done Name the Animal in a while. We'll have to do it next week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. What about?
It's been far too long without Name the Animal.
Oh, I agree. What about the General from like General Insurance? Do you guys remember that guy, or is that too niche?
Oh no,
Like
I
late
think that's
TV,
very America
maybe the-
too.
niche.
Yeah, I would see that all the time watching late.
What about
night,
Wendy
TV?
from Wendy's?
Yeah,
Yeah, Wendy.
Grimace.
Oh yeah.
That would be Ronald McDonald, though.
Yeah,
Would you have
Hamburglar. Hamburglar. Yeah,
I thought about going. I thought about going a specific M&M.
Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut.
Yeah,
yes.
Mr. Peanut's
that
up
would have
there.
been a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Michelin Man.
Michelin Man would be up there.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Well, that's whatever he made. Yeah.
And it was weird. It would only do that
That's
when you
Mr. Clean poking him.
pinch him in the stomach. Yeah. Let me touch your stomach.
All right, Benny, great job. The afternoon debate for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Remember, EGMGolf.com. Special discounted rates for seniors.
We gotta
and
get
for
out
first
there.
responders. We got to golf.
When it's not raining.
You can tell how hesitant I am to golf Sunday. Because I'm always like, so when should I tell Dustin I'm not going to go? If it's raining, which it probably will be.
It's supposed to be raining or
If it's really wet, I don't want to play. And especially because the Canada game is right before my round.
yeah, you might just have to say, look,
Yeah, he'd
Get a
understand.
pass.
But if it's pouring rain, he's not going to play either.
I don't know. I would never.
I guess it
want
depends how hard it's raining. All right, anyway, Benny, you're a good kid. Again, congratulations on getting on full time. We got the Oil Understood coming up. Cordell Jackson from your undefeated Edmonton Elks. Here's the Coop.
The NHL draft gets going at 5 o'clock tonight. Toronto with the first overall pick. Sharks and Canucks will pick second and third overall. In other news, the Sabres have acquired Owen Zellweger from the Ducks in exchange for the 45th overall pick in prospect Anton Wahlberg. Elsewhere, Brett Kulak has re-signed with the Avalanche on a 5-year deal worth $4.5 million per season. Colorado also re-upping 41-year-old veteran Brent Burns to a one-year deal, base salary of $850,000. Friday Night Football, the 2-0 Rough Riders battle the 1-1 Argos. AJ Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. To baseball, Jays Rangers play Game 2 of their series. First pitch at 5:07. Patrick Corbin starting for the home squad. And ahead of the game, Toronto recalled Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, designating Simeon Woods Richardson for assignment. At Remax Field, the Riverhawks battle the lefties. Tune into the game on any of AST's audio streams. First pitch just after 7. And at 6 o'clock, 2 matches get going in the World Cup, including Spain and Uruguay kicking off. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. It doesn't start on game day. It starts before kickoff. Get your single game tickets today and be there for every hit, catch, and touchdown. Lock in your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. We return to the Reid Wilkins Show following the break here in Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The Oil Stream.
CPAC says running Ingram Jari back again is the literal definition of insanity. I get that.
I agree.
But again, who can they get another goalie? That's a big upgrade. I mean, you hear Montembeau's name being thrown around. The shine kind of came off him.
Do they want just something new, just because it's always fun to have a shiny new toy? Because Ingram and Jari could work.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents.
Hi, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. Soccer is the world's game. The stadium is packed. To see it, to feel it, that's when I knew that we were on the right path to becoming a soccer nation.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour. July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, good to have you tuning in this afternoon. If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, smash that like button. Let's get to 100 likes like we try to get to every show, and we usually do. It's nice to get the thumbs up, and it helps build the algorithm for us on YouTube so the station gets recommended to an even larger audience. We will have the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel coming up. We're going to have a hockey trivia question for 4 vouchers for Riverhawks tickets. I guess there are big Canada Day games coming up, right? I guess on Canada Day, which is Wednesday. We'll have buying or selling for Damon Bunting at about 4:40. Elks defensive back Cordell Jackson will join us as they got another big win last night. And our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is he's the Alberta Pickleball Coach of the Year, reigning Coach of the Year. That's amazing.
And he's got
I love doing these segments.
Interesting connection to a prior Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week as well. So we'll get into that. Reid, the off-topic topic was 2017. Oh, right. Blow our minds. This comes from Jack from Cincinnati.
Oh, hey, Jack.
He says NBA 2K17 was one of the best video games ever.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Also, Xavier basketball is my favorite college basketball team, and we made it to the Elite Eight in 2017.
Oh, good stuff.
As an 11 seed. He also adds, I have a long 3-hour drive and planned it so I could listen to you guys live the whole way.
Now, we always like to
excited.
know. We always like to know when we hear somebody from far away from Edmonton.
What's the connection?
What's the connection? I mean, sometimes people who grew up here, married somebody from here, played for the Oilers, whatever. Well, maybe. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody said, now I can't find it, that somewhere in Alberta they built the 2017 March 25th. I didn't verify this. Largest banana split ever is made in Innisfail, Alberta, 8,000 meters long. That's 8K. What?
Okay, so
what's the actual thing?
So March 30th, 2017, residents of Innisfail, Alberta break world record with an 8-kilometer long banana
It was
split.
8K.
However, on March 25th, see, this is interesting because this says on March 25th, 2017, the largest banana split ever made was 8.04 kilometers long in Innisfail, Queensland, Australia.
Oh, that's where it was.
Yes.
Okay. Innisfail, Queensland.
So not Innisfail, Alberta, but still interesting. Fun fact.
That is. I didn't know that. That is a surprising fact about 2017.
How do you? Yeah. What do? How do you hold that? Like
you don't. I don't think.
No, you can't just make it on the road. You know what I mean?
Like, they probably used a strip of highway.
It has to be edible, doesn't it? I mean, would you just line it
to
with
the dingoes?
Would you line it with tinfoil?
Yeah, you'd have to.
8 kilometers
That's
of tinfoil.
amazing. We need to find out more about that.
We should do a show from there.
Coyote Steve says, Reid, we need Benny to do a list on worst NHL contract signings. We could do something like that. He did one on most Googled buyouts on Puckpedia or Cap Friendly or whatever. That was pretty fun. Yeah, if people have listened to the blind ranking, sometimes, or the Key 3 Cut 5, sometimes we do sports ones, sometimes we don't. It's been a fun segment and getting Benny involved in the show. Here's a pretty good segment, too. Start over. The bed was muted there for a second.
He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. You have to be 18 and older to play, and if you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, Jay's play of the day is going to Friday Night Football from Regina. Toronto Argonauts, home to Saskatchewan. In Regina. Dusty's on the call. Always look forward to that. Look, over 57.5 points. And I know that's a lot of points. Well, Saskatchewan's averaging 35.5 points per game. Toronto's averaging 37 points per game. Both have very lethal, potent offenses. So I look to see this being a high-scoring game. Weather doesn't appear to be a factor. So I think they can get quite easily, to be honest, over 57.5 points.
Wow.
So that is boosted to plus 100 over at playalberta.ca. For more details, though, go to playalberta.ca/EST. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Which is presented by Play Alberta. All right, remember that you can text us 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. They have happy hour at Tap 25, Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., $5.25 drinks, all beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine served at Tap 25 Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor, rivercreeresort.com. All right, here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
I will take all the love and shout-outs from the Nasties and you. Who was the first early adopter of the Elks this year on this program? I believe it was the guy in Winnipeg. Now, I did have the Bombers last night thinking that they'd win by 3. Ended up being a really close game. But from your perspective, from the Edmonton perspective, you got to be fired up about this team.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? July 9th. Elks, Red Blacks at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Salute to Service presented by YEG Plus. Come early for a pregame flyover and help us celebrate the heroes and first responders who make our communities great. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
At 5 o'clock, the NHL draft begins. Toronto with the first overall pick. Sharks and Canucks will pick second and third overall. Elsewhere, the Sabres, they've acquired Owen Zellweger from the Ducks in exchange for the 45th overall pick and prospect Anton Wahlberg. Elsewhere, Brett Kulak has re-upped with the Avalanche on a 5-year contract worth $4.5 million per season. Friday night football, the 2-0 Rough Riders play the 1-1 Argos. A.J. Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. Also on tap, Week 4 CFL action tomorrow. Calgary is at BC against the Lions, while on Sunday, Ottawa wraps up the week against Montreal. In baseball, the Jays Rangers play Game 2 of their series. First pitch at 5:07. Patrick Corbin starting for the home squad. Ahead of the game, Toronto recalled Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, designating Simeon Woods Richardson for assignment. Remax Field, it's the Riverhawks taking on the Lefties. Tune into the game on any of EST's audio streams. First pitch at 7. 4 matches still to go in the World Cup today. 2 matches get going at 6 o'clock. Including Spain and Uruguay kicking off. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. We certainly are. We've had a lot of fun today, actually. We had some interesting off-air conversations. Could we someday turn those into on-air segments? Unlikely. But they made us laugh.
You need the right sponsor.
Canadian Brewhouse Studio, good day, bad day. Either way, happy hour is on at the Canadian Brewhouse, Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. The Canadian Brewhouse, your day just got happier. In the nasty chat, Reid Lowe. Was he an athlete of the week? He came in. Yeah, he was an athlete of the week. Local guy. Plays field lacrosse in North Carolina.
Yep.
Right? Big game for KSB loading. I believe Reid Lowe is a Riders fan.
Schaefer.
Schaefer. What's his first name again?
Keon?
Is it Keon Schaefer Baker? Keenan? I think he's named after Mike Keenan.
Go ahead.
That'd be funny, like if you had a common first name, like Mike or John, and then whenever you told people, you introduce yourself to people, you just picked some other person with a, like, hey, I'm, Mike whoever. I'm named after, like, Michael Jordan. And then tell somebody else, yeah, I'm named after Mike Keenan. Yeah, I'm named after Mike Tirico.
Yeah, I'm named after Jason Bateman.
Yeah. By the way, there's now somebody in the nasty chat, because we have a Reid Wilkins who sometimes shows up in the nasty chat. We now have a May Giln. Says, I wonder if Innisfail, Queensland smells like dog food too. Does Innisfail, Alberta smell like dog food? Is there a dog food plant there?
I've never known Innisfail to smell poochie.
It does?
Rough? I don't know. But
somebody would have to verify that for us. Apparently,
it's a beautiful golf
Innisfail,
course.
Yeah, I always want to go. I mean, so many places I'd love to golf. I don't golf much anymore.
Jack from Cincinnati says,
good guy,
to follow up on what's the story behind you listening to EST. He says, I just love Connor McDavid and have watched the Oilers for years and listened to the post-game shows and then discovered the rest of EST and listened to all the shows now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Sometimes we even talk about the Bengals.
Yeah.
Coyote Steve in there again. I did not know this, Steve. The Oilers ranked third overall to win the Stanley Cup in 26-27 futures odds behind the Hurricanes and the Avalanche. I'm actually surprised to get that information. Is that the Babcock effect? Would even the most optimistic Oilers fan currently consider the Oilers the third best bet to win the Stanley Cup in 11 and a half months from now? Are they on Play Alberta yet? I don't know where Steve is getting that, but obviously he sees it somewhere.
Well, I have winner, which I would assume
they seem to be fourth currently, or tied fourth
on Play Alberta.
On Play Alberta, plus 1,000 for regular.
Are
season
the Knights
winner.
still?
Well, they're actually tied for second.
Really?
Is that technically how?
Well, Carolina, Colorado, and Florida all are plus 750.
Yeah, I missed Florida there.
Vegas
Panthers.
and Edmonton are both plus 1,000. So they are second, although they're one of 5 teams.
Oh, there's okay.
Confusing.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I guess you got McDavid, you got Draisaitl, and now you got Babcock. Away you go. What else do you need?
What else more do you need?
Now Florida missed the playoffs, but they still have a good roster. And are they still getting Hellebuck? Is that going to happen today, tomorrow? Is that still the rumor?
I don't know. I mean, seems like it's happening. Just a matter of where. I don't know. I mean, Darnell Nurse was supposed to be traded today.
The Oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. Okay, so, all right, let's play. I mean, people know I don't always like what ifs, but I realize on a sports talk show, you got to go there sometimes. It's just sometimes when people are like, well, what if, okay, I don't like 5 what ifs, okay, but what if Hellebuck goes to Florida? What if Bobrovsky signs with Edmonton? So you'd probably have to let Ingram go. And I know that probably won't happen. Well, okay, here's my question to Oilers fans, for the well understood for GCL Diesel. What contract would you be happy to sign Bobrovsky to? What would be your line?
That's an interesting question.
I mean, he's coming off not a great year. Florida had a tough year all around. Obviously, some significant injuries.
So he was $10 million a year.
Right. So he's taken, and he's a UFA, right? Yep. He had a dreadful season. He had an .877 save percentage, 3.07 goals against average. Still played 52 games. Oddly enough, was still above 500, 27, 23, and 1. He's 37 years old. He'll be 38 by the time the season starts. He turns 38 on September 20th.
Does that age not scare you?
Yes, of course. But this is why we're having a fun what if with Oilers
then
fans.
If it's, what is it, a 1-year deal, 2 years? What would get it done? 2 years, $8 million?
Yeah, I mean, Joe says I don't see him leaving the States. Fair enough. We're going into fantasy land a little bit here.
But he's not getting a pay rate. He's not getting a pay increase.
Oh, he'd have to take a dramatic pay cut.
So what would it be?
I would think wherever he goes.
$7 million? 2 years?
Yeah, that's the thing. Would Oilers, I don't know if there's anything that's, I mean, not that, look, the Oilers' current duo of Ingram and Jari is not going to, I mean, Herdan and I were talking about that, does not inspire a lot of confidence. I think Ingram is the better goalie. Is Jari going to bounce back? Is like if Babcock comes in and Jari turns into an average or above average goalie, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. That would be the best case scenario for the Oilers. I just don't see a world in which Sergei Bobrovsky would come to
it probably doesn't work out.
Right?
NASCAR Nolan said he'd do 3 times 5.
Till he's, yeah. I mean, I think any Oilers fan would probably take
so
that.
is a 38, 39, 40-year-old Bobrovsky, do people believe that's better than Ingram or Jari are going to be over the next 3 years?
I would, where Jari was, man, I the way Bobrovsky trains as well, like he had an interview with some Russian network that he's basically training like 8 hours a day. Like this guy cares so much about hockey, and he lives, breathes, and sleeps hockey no matter what. You've seen older goaltenders be capable.
I mean, Dominic Hasek played for a long time. 43.
Yeah. Well, Marc-Andre Fleury played. Craig Anderson was a starter.
I mean, if you take care of your body
for a long time.
If you take care of your body, the goaltender is a position you can play into your 40s.
And I think Sergei wants to. Obviously, the rumor was reports that 6 to 7 years for like what a contract at total $42 million. Like he's asking for big bucks.
Okay, can we now then pen a tweet that says discussions are arising about Sergei Bobrovsky to the Oilers? I mean, we are discussing it.
We are.
We're
right
discussing
here. We are
it.
talking about it.
I would not be comfortable with that for credibility reasons.
Okay.
I think that's a little overly misleading, Jay. I know you're having fun.
I'm just wondering.
Okay. Now tell me if I'm using this. Sergei Bobrovsky's next team is low-key the biggest story of the offseason for me.
Oh, yeah, I like that because it flies under the radar. It's a low-key
But it's actually, I find it really interesting. I actually...
Yeah.
This is probably just me. This is one of those things I find really interesting. I mean, he's an excellent goalie. He's a 2-time Cup winner. He's at a point in his career where you should say, he probably can't do it. But then still, if you compare him to a lot of other goaltenders, even though he just had an awful season, would you still not think he's maybe more reliable than some other goalies? Okay, here's a what if. Now I'm rolled. Now you got me all jacked up.
Well,
now I'm all in a tizzy.
Why isn't Florida going to keep him? Why aren't they going to re-sign him?
They're going to get Hellebuck.
Too much money.
This is all based on getting Hellebuck.
Getting Hellebuck. Okay.
All right. I'll be really cheeky. I'll ask the type of a question that might annoy me some days. You can get one of the following 2 goalies for next season. You get them for a 1-year deal. We won't even worry about the money. It's a 1-year deal. Who would you sooner have next year, and you're a team that's like pretty good? Who would you sooner have, Sam Montembeault or Sergei Bobrovsky?
That's not even a question.
What?
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Right. Okay. So is it? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, who are the UFA goalies? Who now? I'm getting Jay. You got me all going and everything. Listen to me.
No disrespect to Montembeault, but that's like comparing a fourth line winger to Connor McDavid.
Well, right, but he's 38.
Matt Murray.
He's 38. He just had a terrible year.
Ages don't
He's
matter.
38. He just had a
the worst
terrible
year of
year.
his career. KHL numbers combined.
Matt
everything.
Murray. Who would you sooner have? Who would you sooner have for the next 3 years? Matt Murray or Sergei Bobrovsky?
Sergei. Matt Murray had one good year in the past 5
Connor
seasons?
Ingram or Sergei Bobrovsky for the next 3 years?
Bobrovsky.
David Riddick or Sergei Bobrovsky. So here's the thing. Everybody's would sooner have for the next 3 years Stuart Skinner or Sergei Bobrovsky.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Really?
Yeah.
Cam
Without a
Talbot or
doubt.
Sergei Bobrovsky. Well, they're about the same age.
Yeah, Bobrovsky's the best goalie on the market. No, he's right. He's listed 12th down here.
Based on last year's stats, I think is how they ranked
for
it.
save percentage. How about
What do you think happens with Frederick Anderson? I mean, he'd be getting a big bump. He's at 2.5. He's a UFA.
Would you rather have Frederick Anderson or Sergei
wants
Bobrovsky?
more respect for Big Save Dave.
Well,
Dave Riddick?
Yeah, it's going to toss his stick again and no.
Okay,
He's
here's
been
another
good.
what
He's
if.
been good. Yeah.
Trade Nurse, retain $2 million, sign Bobrovsky 3 times 7.5.
Okay, say that again.
Trade Nurse, retain $2 million, 7.5's available, sign Bobrovsky 3 times 7.5.
So you're essentially trading
Nurse for Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
Numbers identical.
And salary too. Because if you're retaining two, it's exactly the same.
No, I realize Bobrovsky's probably not going to come to Canada. Maybe he's looking for another $10 million per year deal.
With a no movement clause?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That goes without saying.
Massive no movement clause.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a
Maximum.
double no movement.
Yeah.
He doesn't play road games. He doesn't fly.
Yeah,
Only
I
at
mean,
home.
it is interesting to see, you look at all the UFA goaltenders.
So that's what I'm saying, because you could look at his stats and his age and say, okay, he's washed up. But yet, if you're like, well, who else are you going to get? Well, I'll still take Bobrovsky.
There's no sense in my mind that he's washed up. That's like saying the Florida Panthers don't have the chance to make the playoffs next year. They're just so out of it. They weren't.
The
playing
Panthers
good
are going to win
all
the
last
cup.
year.
The Panthers are going to win the cup.
I'm convinced.
I'm telling you
at
right
this
now,
moment.
I'm going to pick them to win the cup in September.
As am I. The second they made that trade for Brady Tkachuk, I thought, yeah,
They're
okay.
going to be back.
Do you
They're
know
gonna be
what
angry.
else
They're
of
going to
the
have Hellbuck in net.
of the UFA goaltenders that are out there?
Yeah.
For goalies that played, I don't know, 10 or more games. Okay. You know who has the highest save percentage?
UFA
For 10 or
goalies?
more?
Skinner.
Connor Ingram.
Yeah.
Oh, Ingram. Okay.
$8.99.
There's no. I thought Matt Murray. Oh, but Matt
For
Murray
10 or
didn't
more?
play enough.
He only
played
2
He didn't
He
play
only
enough
played
games.
5,
Yeah.
I mean, what would the number look on the Oilers re-signing Connor Ingram? Currently at 1.95.
Could you get him at 3 times 4? Or is he going to say, I should actually make a little bit more than...
Maybe. I don't know.
Is he that much of a hot commodity though? Like around the league, would somebody be willing to pay $4.5-5 million?
Yeah, like our team's
for,
falling over themselves to get Connor Ingram if he goes to market.
And if he's comfortable here, like the way the Oilers want to go, if I don't know, if he signs for that, wouldn't he have to be the number one guy? You and Hernan were talking about it on the Oilers.
No, it's still a
stream.
competition, but I think he would be the number. But I mean, Jari's contract is now a huge problem, right? What is it again? 5.5 for the
5.375
for the
or
guy
whatever,
who might
yeah.
be the backup. Yeah. All right. Dan Greaser in the Nasty Chest is not sure anyone should buy into future wagers on the Cup winner. Realize that they had the Leafs as the favorite to win the Cup. I believe 3 years in a row in the early 2000s. We saw how that played out. Oh yeah, we were just having some fun with it.
What's going on with Ingram? Because the end of last week, we heard, he's going to Ottawa.
Yeah. And now it's like, no, he
the
loves
Oilers,
Edmonton. Yeah.
They're trying to work something out, right? Because Zulu says Ingram is not coming back. Well,
No, the latest now is that he is coming back. So, guess this is going to be a lot of action here over the next couple of days, including the draft starting in about which team won the draft again? Think there's any hype around that?
I think it's a team in
they're in the other conference, so I don't follow.
Out of Ontario, well, there's
the
only
Eastern Conference team from
the Canadian Eastern Conference team.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
All right. We got to give away the tickets. So we're giving away 4 vouchers for Riverhawks tickets. You must text in your answer to 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Darnell Nurse was drafted 7th overall in 2013. Give us the name of the players. So the player drafted immediately before Nurse and immediately after Nurse. Immediately before and after in 2013. Okay? Jay will keep an eye on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. 780-218-9999. Buying or selling coming up, and in about 15 minutes from the 3-0 Edmonton Elks defensive back Cordell Jackson. Here's the coup.
Friday Night Football, Saskatchewan and Toronto hit the field in Regina. Riders undefeated. Argos 1-1. And for the game, AJ Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. Other CFL action this weekend. Calgary, BC matchup tomorrow before the Red Blacks and Alouettes close out the week on Sunday from Buffalo. The NHL Draft, that begins at 5 o'clock. Toronto holding first overall. Sharks and Canucks will pick second and third. In other news, the Sabres, they've acquired Owen Zellweger from the Ducks in exchange for the 45th overall pick and prospect Anton Wahlberg. Elsewhere, Brett Kulak has re-signed with the Avalanche on a 5-year deal worth $4.5 million per season. Baseball action, Jays-Rangers matchup once again. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. Patrick Corbin on the bump for Toronto, and ahead of the game, the Jays recalled Adam Ackel from the AAA Bisons, designating Simeon Woods Richardson for assignment. At Remax Field, the Riverhawks and Lefties meet for the first game in their series. Tune into the action on any of EST's audio streams with first pitch just after 7 o'clock. And at 6, Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia matchup, while Uruguay and Spain hit the pitch. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. No permission is needed to speak with them. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or online at ParamountFlooring.ca. Following the break, the Reid Wilkins Show resumes. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Neielson Show with Lieutenant Eric.
This is not a team that starts hot, whether that's for a game or a season. They get their backs against the wall early, and then they start swinging out of defense, and then they come flying out of nowhere. But how is this first couple months going to go? If they start 2-9-1, how's that room going to look? It's so important for them to get off on the right foot before any of this starts going sideways.
The Neielson Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Here's to the beautiful lakes and stunning landscapes Canada has to offer. And for the kayak, camping gear, and summer toys you used to enjoy them? Need extra space? Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Happy Canada Day.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, we have a winner, Jay?
Yes, we do.
For 4 vouchers for Riverhawks tickets. The question was, name the players taken immediately before and immediately after Darnell Nurse in the 2013 draft. Who's our winner?
Box number.
Oh! Sean Monahan and Rasmus Ristolainen. Monahan 6th to the Flames, Ristolainen 8th to the Buffalo Sabres.
So that's 4 vouchers to the Riverhawks?
Yep.
Fantastic. I'll be in touch with you, Mr. Box Number.
There we go. If you're on YouTube today, don't forget to give us a thumbs up at some point. Well, do it quickly so you get it out of the way. We try to get to 100 thumbs every show. We are over halfway there. Where is the CFL panel?
That doesn't look like
Kelowna. That's Kelowna. They're there for the Kelowna game tomorrow. It looks quite windy though.
It looks like they just put this on the side of a.
Well, are there boats in the background?
It looks like it's literally just in in town. That's a hobby.
Yeah. Is the what's are they calling it? Touchdown Kelowna, touchdown BC,
touchdown Ogopogo.
Ogopogo is the guest referee. Buying or selling is presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. All right,
Reid. I want to buy or sell on the Edmonton Elks and their offensive game plan or consistency or lack thereof. Okay. I thought last night, Reid, the first quarter, first half was pretty good. They had 262 net yards in the first half. They finished with under 100 net yards in the second half.
Right. No, the second half was tight.
The second half was tight. But I thought the first drive offensively for the game, because Winnipeg started with the ball.
Yep.
DeBlanco, sack, 2 and out. Like it was a great start.
Yep.
Then Cody Fajardo led the team on a 7-play, 100-yard drive, 4 passes, 3 runs. Boom.
Outstanding drive.
7-0 Elks. I put in notes, this was the best offensive series I had seen from the Elks thus far this season.
Yeah, it was very good.
And then I'm thinking, oh my. I mean, maybe this team really was hampered by the weather.
Okay.
Because they just put on a masterclass.
Yeah.
Slicing and dicing Winnipeg the whole way down the field. 100-yard drive. Very creative. We saw formations that we hadn't seen. We saw Justin Rankin and Javon Leake in the backfield at the same time. Remember that play action to Justin Rankin? They flung it out. Fajardo did to Javon Leake, and he took it up the sideline.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Right? I mean, it was just very creative. So, those plays are there.
Right.
That creativity's there.
Yep.
However, coming out of halftime, 5 straight 2-and-outs. The second half was a totally different tale of the tape for this Elks offense.
Yep.
Now, credit to Winnipeg, they probably made adjustments at halftime. Okay? Which good teams will do. But it just seems very, it can get plain for stretches of time in the same game where
Right.
you saw something explosive and creative at the start of the game. So the buying or selling, I guess, would be, do you think that offensive coordinator Jordan McSimick needs to just keep the pedal down?
Look, I always have to be careful, I feel like you should always be careful criticizing play calling because you don't know if what happened on the field was the play that was called. But I'd like to see, I feel as if in the passing game, there's a lot of run 5 yards and turn around. And I'm not saying it's about throwing long bombs. I know they took one deep shot, didn't work out. But, I thought that play to Austin Mack in overtime on Saturday was a really good play. Like, you got him across the formation, running full speed.
Turned it up.
And then he can turn it upfield. Can we not hit players who are in motion? If you're good to throw to a player who's fully stopped, he better be 12 to 15 yards down the field.
Sure.
So if he falls over or gets tackled, it's a first down. Now I know they're trying to move the ball. Winnipeg has a really good defense, and they were making good plays, but also the red zone is a pretty big problem. They could have had 35 points halfway through the third quarter, right?
Yeah, they could have.
So I think of all the things that you could adjust on the Elks, it's the red zone, and it's probably the play calling in the red zone. Like, it just kind of seems like if other teams are expecting Rankin up the middle, and if the Elks give them Rankin up the middle, you're not going to score. You're putting a lot of pressure on Rankin to try to break multiple tackles.
Well, and after last night, the Elks will have been 6 for 14 in the red zone.
For touchdowns. That's not good.
No, and that's what, I know you say for touchdowns, but that's all you need. That's all you should care about in the red zone.
Well, especially the Elks were inside the 10 a couple of times, inside the 5 a couple of times.
Yeah, like have you seen Reid, even after that Mogensen, Jordan Williams decleats Brady Oliveira, Mogensen takes off with it. Mogensen hands it off to Tyrell Ford. Tyrell Ford does his best to get into the end zone, ultimately falls up short. Do they, have you seen the Elks once through these 3 games in a say inside the 10-yard line? I guess once they did to Kion Julian Grant, where they try to push the ball deeper into the end zone.
Right.
I mean, Austin Max had a couple touchdowns in the end zone, but they were from further out.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't have to limit your offense when you're that close to the goal line.
Right.
And it seems like they're just trying to be a little bit too safe. Whereas I'd like to see them be a little bit more, I don't give a damn. We're running the ball. We're throwing the ball. We're doing whatever we want. We're dictating how this game's going.
Well, I think they've tried to run the ball. I think they've said we're just going to give it to our best player and make him break a bunch of tackles.
Which is fine. You can do that. But you also have to realize, and look, I know Austin Mack had a little bit of issues down the final stretch of that game.
Mm-hmm.
But Austin Mack is still a number 1 receiver in this league. Get him the ball. We saw what TJ Luther could do. We saw what Joshua Cephas is capable of. Like the Elks receiving core and Kion Julian Grant, we talked about it off the top of the show. Phenomenal game last night.
Yeah.
Just get it out to them, right? But I would agree with you, Reid, in the sense, push the ball a little bit downfield, right? Or find a receiver in motion, find a receiver in movement so that they can utilize their greatest assets, which is their speed and their size.
All right, we better take a break because we do have a member of the Edmonton Elks coming up on the defensive side of the ball. He's been playing great this season. Cordell Jackson when we get back. Here's the Coop.
Friday night football, the Riders, Argos, Lockhorns in Regina. Riders undefeated, Argos 1-1 on the season. And for the game, AJ Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. Other CFL action this weekend, Calgary and BC match up tomorrow before the Red Blacks and Alouettes close things out on Sunday. From Buffalo, the NHL Draft begins at 5 o'clock. Toronto with the first overall pick, Sharks and Canucks with picks 2 and 3. In other news, the Sabres have acquired Owen Zellweger from the Ducks in exchange for the 45th overall pick and prospect Anton Wahlberg. Elsewhere, Brett Kulak has re-signed with the Avalanche on a 5-year deal worth $4.5 million per season. To baseball, the Jays-Rangers matchup game 2 of their series first pitch just after 5:07. Patrick Corbin starting on the mound for Toronto, and ahead of the game, the Jays recalled Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, designating Simeon Woods-Richardson for assignment. Closer to home in E-Town, Remax Field, the Riverhawks take on the Lefties. Tune into the game on any of EST's audio streams. First pitch just after 7 o'clock. Cordell Jackson up next from your Edmonton Elks, right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Hangout.
And Big Dave says, I'm so unathletic that I played hobby disc golf and still shot a 120. And this one, I can't wait for hobby bowling, where you just run down the lane and kick over the pins.
There you go. See, that would be fun. Can you imagine if you told your kid, hey, we're going bowling today, but you're the ball?
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Here's to the beautiful lakes and stunning landscapes Canada has to offer. And for the kayak, camping gear, and summer toys you used to enjoy them? Need extra space? Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Happy Canada Day.
Okay, hope you're having a great Friday afternoon going into the weekend here. 3 more CFL games this week. What else do we got? Canada, South Africa, 1 o'clock on Sunday to get the knockout stage going. The group stages wrapping up tonight and tomorrow, so a lot to keep an eye on. And, of course, the Edmonton Elks sitting there with a 3-0 record, and we are going to go to the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Defensive back Cordell Jackson checking in. Cordell, it's Reid and Jay. How are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Well, we're doing very well. Thanks a lot for making time for us. 3-0 sounds pretty good. A couple of close games. Tell us about going through that journey last night. That was big boy football with a lot of hitting and a lot of strong defense, I thought.
Those are important games to win definitely early, man, because the more games you win earlier, the better chance you have to make in the playoffs. So that was really a big win for us. Just being battle tested as well. Anytime that you're going into a long season, and of course we're having some success right now. So it's good to be battle tested in those close games early, so you continue to know how to win and continue to know what it takes in those minor details in close games.
68 points given up through 3 games. This defense seems to be very connected, Cordell. What's been the greatest factor contributing to early success defensively for the Edmonton Elks?
Brotherhood, man. Like you said, we are really connected. It's not just a group by group thing either. It's the whole defense, whole team thing. So anytime you really can look at your brother next to you and really love them and really not want to let them down, you play harder and you play better just looking at them.
Cordell, you've played defense since your high school football days in Alabama, your college career at Austin Peay. You know defense. You've been around very successful defenses. What does it take to get a defense from, okay, we're good, but we want to be great? What's it take to take that and make that step? Everybody just focus on the minor details, definitely in clutch situations. Your preparation pregame, your preparation during the week, all that adds up and all that matters. And really just the communication part too as well, just communicating to each other. And that's why I said it's so important to like each other, because you talk more to people that you like, believe it or not, whether it's football or in life. So it all plays a part for sure. Well, speaking of communication, and I thought there was really one big error or mistake in the secondary last night. I want to ask you about it just to get your perspective on it, because late in the first half, Tim White right up the seam. It seemed to be a little bit of was that a bust in the secondary coverage? How did you see it from your perspective, Cordell? Yeah, that was on us for sure. And like we said, it was just a communication piece. They was going to hurry up. So anytime people go hurry up, you got to get to the line quickly and line up and get in position. But instead, we all were to blame for that one, because we didn't get our check. We didn't execute properly. So it was definitely a bust, but it was everybody's fault, not just one person.
Okay, Cordell, I have a question for you. Now, my colleague here, Jay, played at the University of Alberta. He's played high-level football. Mm-hmm. Looking at me, you may make the correct guess that I never played a high level of sports. But you guys are doing very well causing turnovers, or at least causing fumbles. I mean, Winnipeg got a couple back. It seemed to be when you guys are tackling, you're really got one hand going for the ball. Am I noticing something that's a focus, or what can you tell me about causing these fumbles?
No, it's definitely shout out to the defensive staff, man. They made an emphasis this year definitely about just getting the ball and getting the offense the ball, because, we do have some explosive guys on offense, Justin Rankin, the whole receiver core, Cody, so that's really been an emphasis, and that's what one thing that we were missing last year. Interception, sacks, everything, tackling, everything is an emphasis on the ball, just trying to figure out a way to get some more possession.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I wasn't totally out to lunch there.
Well, I mean, there were some big hits. Reid alluded to it off the top. That hit on Brady Oliveira to shake that ball free, that was a beautiful hit. But I want to ask one that you delivered, which I found particularly delightful. And of course, that was on Vavil's return. I think it was on a punt, if I'm not mistaken. And Cordell, I think he thought he saw the end zone. And then next thing you knew, he saw your face and taking him out. I mean, there's nothing better than delivering a big hit. But what is it like for you, leading up to that, knowing that the opposing ball carrier has no idea that you are coming in there? I mean, what's that like?
It's definitely a fun playing football, especially when it's delivered properly. There's no illegal contact or anything like that. Just a real flush hit, and you don't really get too many of those really in the game of football. And that really was a great hit. It's shout out to he hit the smoke. It's shout out to the cover team. He hit the smoke, and when he hit the smoke, I guess he just saw green grass. And Jake made him make a move too, so that's what people don't. So he made a move right into me. So shout out to Jake for sure.
I wanted to ask you about a younger member of the secondary, but I mean, we were talking earlier, and you didn't really hear the name J.J. Ross all that much, which for a cornerback, that's a pretty good thing, I think. What have you seen from J.J. Ross? I know last season he started on the practice roster, then came into the lineup full, and he hasn't given up that position. What have you seen from J.J. Ross since you've been able to see him in game action?
Man, I love JJ. JJ, I believe, started on PR 2 years, actually. So he was on he was there when I first got there in 24, I believe. And he was on PR then, too. But JJ is a humble individual who prepares for the moment, even though, the moment might not be right in front of him. And he's a technician at the game of football. He has unbelievable ball skills, feet, everything. And, this is just a byproduct of hard work and just staying humble and waiting on your opportunity and being ready for your opportunity. And that's a shout out to JJ and a testament to his work ethic and his character as well. So I love playing with him, definitely in the boundary, man, because, everybody loves going to the boundary. That's just the theme in the league. It's the shortest throw on the field. And anytime you don't hear his name, that, like you said, that seems to be a good thing. So I love JJ. I love his work ethic and everything he does.
Cordell, one of the things that the Elks are trying to build is continuity. I mean, it starts at the top with Morris. Ed's a former player. Mark Killam wants to put a culture in. And they want players to spend time in Edmonton and get out in the community. And I mean, you look at this defense. Was it not like 11 starters were on the team last year, and you got Mogensen coming into, like, he was here last year. I know you sort of touched on this brotherhood, but I would also think it has to help tactically on the field, that now we know how a guy defends, what look we can give another quarterback to mess him up. Can you expand on that a little bit?
I think it's scheme too, because anytime that you have an extra year into a scheme with the same personnel, everybody, like you said, everybody knows how each other thinks now. So even though we might not seem like we might not be communicating, like, we know each other so well now that it's less talking, believe it or not. Like, it's just, oh, I know who he is. I know what he's going to do in this situation, so let me play off of him. Or he knows what I'm going to do in this situation. He's going to play off of me. And that's just what that is. So it's a shout out to the scheme, because, we did some things differently scheme-wise that made us better as well. But personnel-wise, man, everybody took that step forward in the offseason. And so now you take that step forward in the offseason, coming along again with the same scheme, perfecting it, knowing its craft, knowing its weaknesses and strengths, and playing to it in its advantages. And I think that's it's a byproduct of the 3-0 right now.
Cordell Jackson, Elks defensive back, joining us on the Oil Country Video Hotline. Thanks again for taking time today after a big, I'm sure it was a late night for you, so we appreciate it. I wanted to ask, I mean, that was a storyline coming into yesterday's game, was that Winnipeg was coming off of a bye week, and the Elks, you guys had played just last Saturday against Montreal, so a very short week. Do you think that came into play in the second half? When Winnipeg was starting to put things together a little bit, and so they were on the field longer. The offense went 5-0 for the first 5 series of the second half. Do you think that the short week caught up to you guys a bit there?
No, I just think, Winnipeg has good coaches, and they just did some adjustments. I think that's all that is. In the game, it's give and take, and it's playing chess and all these different things that people say. But that's a true statement. Everybody has great coaches who can make adjustments, who can, try to stop certain things that you're doing in the first half. So, and that's a testament to our coaches as well, just after going into that fourth quarter, being able to put a drive together. Like you said, it's just a give and take thing. I don't think the bye week caught up to us any, because, we still pulled it out. But I do think it's just more of a give and take type thing. That's all. I think also the bye week probably did not help them, because we were in a groove already. So sure. I would say, we were able to start fast. I think that's probably the best thing about the not having the bye week is, you're still in the groove. You just played a few days ago, so everybody's still in that groove. Everybody's still in that mindset. So I think that's probably the biggest advantage.
All right, a couple more for you, maybe a bit on the lighter side of things. Did you know T.J. Luther could do a backflip like he did after the touchdown? I don't know if you had a good view of that or not.
No, I actually saw it afterwards. I didn't even know he hit the backflip. He's a pretty explosive guy, though, for sure. He had some big-time catches, even the one they didn't call a touchdown that I saw was a touchdown after the game. But, T.J. Luther's definitely coming along. I think he's going to be a big part of what we have, for sure. All
right, and what do you think of all the rain?
Oh, I love the rain. Yeah, defense, hey, we thrive for the dirty games, man. We love those.
But just when you're hanging out in the city, you're like, if you got some time off this weekend.
I don't like the rain when it comes to that portion of it.
Okay.
But But during the game, I'm okay with it. Afterward, if it's raining outside, I'll just stay inside and play my game. I don't really hurt either way.
All right. Well, Cordell, great start to the season. I mean, the fans wanted to see some of the work that everybody's been doing paying off, and we're seeing that. So, keep building. Another one coming up here. Have you been to Kelowna before? That's where you're playing BC next weekend.
No, I have not been to Kelowna. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, and then a home game coming up week after that.
Have you guys been to Kelowna?
I've been to Kelowna, not for an extended period of time, but it's a nice part of the country.
It's beautiful.
It's a nice part of the country.
What's the best food place there? Because we like to go eat.
Well, I wouldn't know it. Yeah, I don't know it that well. There's probably sushi there. There's like the fish just swim downtown. No, they don't. I'm joking.
That like the marina area and right on the lake, it's gorgeous. So there'd be some good spots around there. I think that's probably right by the hotel you guys would stay at. So you'll be right in that prime area. That'll be where all the best restaurants are for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Where do you go out in Edmonton?
Cactus. Love Cactus. Love the pint. Wing Wednesday at the pint. Love the pints. Shout out to Rick, man. Hey, Rick, take care of us, man. He's a good guy.
You got to go
man.
check out our studio sponsor, the Canadian Brew House. If you like chicken wings, you got to give them a chance. If you're in that area downtown, there's a brew house down there. I'd go knock on their door. The wing flavor of the month, we tried it here.
Maui pineapple.
Maui pineapple.
Yeah, it's like
and then who I give the review to when I go.
You send it through Mike to us. We'll get it out for you.
All right, copy that.
Cordell, great interview. A great start to the season. We'll talk to you down the road. Enjoy your weekend.
I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for having me.
Cordell Jackson on the Oil Country Towing video hotline, of course, defensive back for your Edmonton Elks. And coincidentally enough, this segment presented by your Edmonton Elks. You want to go to goelks.com. You can check out the full schedule. Goelks.com/tickets has everything you need. Next home game, Thursday, July 9th at 7 against Ottawa. A bunch of specials there as well. You can find out about the College Corner. Maybe I know there's been one home game played, but you can still check out options for season seats, group tickets, birthday packages, a whole bunch of things you can do to have fun at the game.
I just want to add, this just came in from the Elks. I sent it off, and you guys we'll start reading this as well next week, but it's the Salute to Service game presented by Yeg Plus. So that's July 9th, 7 p.m. You can get seats during the kickoff to summer sale. Select seats are $20 for adults and $10 for kids. Get there early and experience the Brick Kid Zones and a pregame flyover.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll be a flyover for that one. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's always those are good nights when they have the Salute to Service. Vincenzo in the Nasty Chat. I brought this up earlier, Jay, but we can revisit. Why are the Elks throwing the ball with 1 minute left with Rankin back there? Run the ball. Winnipeg had no timeouts. And that's what I was thinking. They threw to the end zone on first down. That
forced their hand.
That forced their hand. So then they could have run it, centered it up. Blanchard's got an 18-yard field goal. You got a 2-point lead with 30 seconds left. They went for the end zone. They got it. So they had a 5-point lead with about 52 seconds left.
Yeah.
If you throw that pass and you miss, you kick the field goal. Then you have a 2-point lead, but there's like 45 seconds left. So I agree. There's different ways to do it. I wonder if some of that, Jay, was based on how they handled the end of the game, end of regulation last week, and they thought, we still got to run the offense. We can't overthink the clock.
Yes.
We got to maximize the number of points we score. If we throw 2 passes and they're incomplete, we're going to trust our defense to prevent the field goal. I would guess that's what they were. We'll have to ask Mark about that on the Mark Killam show on Tuesday.
Well, and kudos to offensive coordinator Jordan McSimic for dialing that up, that play, because I think the Elks knew that a field goal wasn't good enough to win this game. I think they needed to get the touchdown. The 2-point conversion would have been great.
Yep.
Another drop, unfortunately, but it turns out they didn't need that. But if you give Winnipeg a chance to go down with Sergio Castillo and kick a bomb from 55 yards to win the game, which they would have had plenty of time to do, then you're just playing with fire. I think the Elks knew that they needed to score a touchdown. They needed to put a major on the board to make sure that they could get this win.
Yeah, I mean, those types of discussions are always fascinating. I mean, that's a great question by Vincenzo for sure, but I think that the Elks just thought, let's at least try to score the most points we can get. right? And because if you got the touchdown and the 2, then Winnipeg.
Well, don't forget, Winnipeg's on their heels too, because they're saying, well, they got to kill the clock.
Right.
So maybe they're going to run some sort of a little draw. So that would have pushed the linebackers up. Although they did get back into their zones, it was too late. TJ Luther had already found the soft spot. Cody put it on him. That was an efficient play for sure.
Yeah. Box Pounder says this Elks team is tight. It shows on the field. Both lines are vastly improved. Avoid mistakes and win the turnover battle. This team will go far. Yeah, an encouraging start. And don't beat yourself. They've cut down on the penalties after week 1. I don't think they took a 15-yard penalty yesterday. Was there a roughing the passer? No,
I don't believe so.
Winnipeg took a roughing the passer.
Winnipeg took one. But that's what Cordell Jackson was speaking to there. Communication is necessary if you're new to each other.
Right.
But that's the strength of a defense, when you can talk without talking and communicate without speaking. Knowing that your brother is in the right spot and that when you pass somebody through the zone, that he's doing his job and going to pick up that player.
Right. And we saw that because the pressure was good from the D line, but there was also times where it was pressure where it looked a little bit more like coverage pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Because Pilaros had the ball and he was looking.
He was pumping.
So on TV, we don't get the view like we would get when we're in the stands at home games, or I'm lucky enough to be. But there clearly was no one to throw to that he was or comfortable throwing to. And again, there were how many passes did he just sort of unload and they skipped on the ground?
Yeah, they ended up in the turf.
Well away from the receiver.
Quite a few.
Yeah. 780-218-9999 is how you
get
text
the draft on the
on the second. Or what do you have on there, Coop? Because there's no soccer until 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
so
I'll
we can put the draft on that one. 780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget, Tap 25, 50% off the entire menu 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. rivercreeresort.com. Great interview with Cordell Jackson from the 3-0 Elks. Our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week is coming up in about half an hour.
2 guys and a goalie.
Great questions. Great. According to Mike, they were great questions.
They were unbelievable.
He said that a lot. There's a lot to unpack here.
Any of them.
But yeah, well, my God, he does not seem like a changed man. He's a brilliant X's and O's guy. That's what everybody said. There was zero accountability for anything that had happened in the past.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? July 9th. Elks, Red Blacks at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Salute to Service presented by YEG Plus. Come early for a pregame flyover and help us celebrate the heroes and first responders who make our communities great. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour.
to be true to myself.
July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Sentinel Storage presents.
Hi, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. Soccer is the world's game. The stadium is packed. To see it, to feel it, that's when I knew that we were on the right path to becoming a soccer nation.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
First round of the NHL draft gets going momentarily. Toronto with the first overall pick. Sharks will pick second with Vancouver rounding out the top three. Friday night football action. Saskatchewan, Toronto hit the turf in Regina. Riders undefeated. Argos 1-1 on the season. And for the game, A.G. Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. Kickoff goes at 7 o'clock tonight. Other CFL action this week. Calgary BC matchup tomorrow before the Red Blacks and Alouettes close things out on Sunday. Baseball action. Jays Rangers play game 2 of their series momentarily. First pitch scheduled for 5:07. Patrick Corbin on the bump for Toronto, and ahead of the game, the Jays recalled Adam Macko from the AAA. Bisons designating Simeon Woods Richardson for assignment. Currently, 3 games are underway. Top of the second, Reds and Pirates knotted one aside. In Edmonton, it's Riverhawks taking on the Lefties. Tune into the game on any of the ST's audio streams. First pitch just after 7, and at 6, 2 matches go live in the World Cup, including Spain and Uruguay kicking off. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Must you click?
Yeah, there's the Thumb Click remix as put together by Zachary Kubish. If you're on YouTube this afternoon, give us a like, smash that thumbs up button. You can also then click the share button and send the show link off to somebody else or several people via email or text and get them involved in our great community here at Edmonton Sports Talk, which is presented by Play Alberta. What's Jay's play of the day coming up?
Toronto, Saskatchewan, Friday night football, over 57.5 points. Argos versus the Hosers from Saskatchewan.
That's the Scottish guy. Who's the? Can you announce the starting quarterbacks for this game?
Trevor Harris taking on Chad Kelly. Hawk it is. A little bit Irish.
What was that returner Toronto had? The smaller guy that used to bounce around? For number 31, like a long time ago?
Oh, Michael Pinball Clements. And don't forget the Rocket, Raheem Ismail. There's some Scottish person listening just being like, what is this guy?
Offended, eh?
This guy
just
is
grossly offended.
A loser.
He's like, that's not what we sound like.
May Gillen says, what is the couch budget for this draft? That's a great question. Given
all the teams,
given my experience
I just noticed that.
in the couches, those are all modular sectionals, so you're saving a little bit of money there. Those aren't custom; they're actually rather cheap.
Modular. That's a big word. What does that mean?
It means there's different pieces that can be put together.
Figure it however you want.
Yeah.
You can make it straight. I'm sure Gary's getting booed right now.
There's Gary Bedwell. Yeah, you could tell. We don't even have the audio on, and he's like gesturing, like, wait, okay, keep moving.
Wait, I brought celebrities with me.
I have people that people might
Who
like.
does he have?
That's the weirdest outfit I've ever seen in my life.
So this is in Buffalo?
Yes. Out east.
Like, what's the guy on the left? Like, what's up with these outfits?
Is that a current Sabre? I don't know them without their
That must be a
on.
Bill, no? A Buffalo Bill? I don't
that
know.
would make sense.
What happened to wearing dress shoes? Reid?
Well, there's a cowboy hat and
Yeah, I
then
don't
green
know.
glasses, but then the guy's got the mustard yellow Converse. If you have a hot
Somebody
dog
will
with
tell us
those,
who these are.
Yeah.
Who these people are. Jay and I are not very noticeable.
Scotty knows 42. Jay, how would you improve the
Josh
couch
Doan
selection?
and Dion Dawkins.
Okay, there you go.
Josh Doan's a hockey player.
Yes, he is. How would you improve the couch selection at the draft based on your plethora of experience? Well, you see, what I would do, Scotty knows, if you look closely at these couches, you'll notice that nobody's sitting comfortably on these couches. You know how I know that? Because these are deep. They're deep seated.
Oh.
So everybody, to sit comfortably, you'd have to have your legs almost sticking straight out. I would have probably opted for more of a tub chair / accent chair setup.
Right.
Make it look like a living room, maybe throw in a little, a couple area rugs.
Yeah.
Fancy lighting, maybe a plant or two. But yeah, these sectionals. Oof.
Don't forget about the...
He looks like the Green Goblin.
He does. Got the draft going on here. Don't forget the next generation of NHL stars coming back to Alberta this summer. Tickets on sale now for the 2026 Hlinka Gretzky Cup in Edmonton. Visit hlinkagretzkycup.ca. Click on tickets to get a seat for a first-hand look at the future of hockey. As everybody knows, well, maybe there's first-time draft observers out there. The first round of the draft is painfully slow.
Well, yeah,
because there's all this. You got Buffalo athletes addressing the crowd. The Leafs. When are they supposed to make the first pick? Was it like 5:15 or 5:20, or is it even later than that?
I don't know.
They
It
put
could
each
be at
team
6
on the
o'clock.
clock.
Yeah.
It's very TV produced. They get the guy up there, then they do interviews. Then once all the interviews are done, or they get him on TV, then the next team goes. So the first round takes about the same length as rounds 2 through 7 tomorrow, because they don't get up on stage and do stuff tomorrow for rounds 2 through 7. The orders don't pick until 52nd overall, which is in round 2 tomorrow. They pick in rounds 2, 3, 6, and 7, barring any trades, of course. Portions of this hour are presented by Commonwealth Stadium. The inaugural World Rugby Nations Cup brings world-class rugby back to Edmonton over 2 thrilling weekends this July at Clark Stadium. Canada starting the tour with a rematch against Spain on July 4th. So is that next Saturday already? Yeah. And then the following weekend on July 11th, fans will be treated to a double-header. Tonga taking on Spain, Canada versus Portugal in the second match of the day. Tickets at ticketmaster.ca.
Blue Jays are getting dialed up already.
Oh, my goodness. Nobody out. Already 1-0 for the Rangers, and the Rangers have runners on second and third. That is not a good start.
I'm not a fan of that dark, the black Blue Jays.
No, these are
jersey.
terrible jerseys. These are the city jerseys. Well, right, and Rip City Steps says Leafs have a celebrity making their pick, I heard. Is Bieber not making the pick?
Let me confirm that.
That's what I thought. I'd heard that. I don't know if it had been officially announced, but I thought that Bieber was making the pick for the Leafs. That is, I seriously had heard that. I'm not. That sounds like a joke I would make, but no, this is something I'd actually heard. But I don't know if it was public or I just heard scuttle.
Cody from Trail, BC.
Scuttle's a great word, eh?
Oh, scuttlebutt's even better. At 5:09, Cody from Trail said, "No more accents, Jay." At 5:10, no more accents, Jay, from Cody and Trail. At 5:12, no more accents, please, Jay, from Cody and Trail, BC.
Sorry, who's writing that in?
Us, Cody. Us, Cody from Trail, BC.
Good things come in threes. Maybe he got a genie and.
Oh, he can't slow it down, Cody. Once this engine gets going.
So the Blackstone Valley High School hockey team is at the game, and they have their jerseys are based on the Golden Knights.
How perfect is that?
Jeez.
Bettman's probably like, where'd you guys get the licensing agreement for these jerseys?
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, they're just kids, Reid. Now that's how you dress. A couple kids got the dress shoes, the pants.
Yeah.
I once was asked to bind a book of draft pick selections. Glenn Sather actually called me and said, "Bookbinder, we need all our draft evaluations in one place. Can you bind these random pages together so they're easier to find when it comes to making a selection?" I said, "Certainly, Slats." That's what we called him.
A lot of Leaf fans in Buffalo. Who's excited for this?
Well, let's go back. I mean, not that long ago.
This was all Oilers all the time. The Oilers own this spot.
Yeah.
4 and 6 years first overall.
But the day that Connor McDavid was drafted, that was a huge day in this market, was it not?
That was. I remember broadcasting that.
Now, is Gavin McKenna taking a call?
Well, what's going on? Is he on his phone or is he crying?
He's on his phone,
He's
Reid.
like,
He can't hear.
leave.
I think he's playing Flappy Bird. No. He's got his hand cupped around something.
Oh, yeah, he is on the phone.
Yeah, he's definitely crying on the phone.
Is he doing a radio interview right now? Does Sportsnet have him on?
No, he's probably talking to the Leafs. Is that not what happens?
We got to watch his body language here. Somebody with a sign. Welcome to Leafs Nation, Gavin. # trust the process. Wasn't that the 76ers hashtag?
Oh, they're on the clock, Reid.
They're on the clock. They're supposed to make a pick in 1:46 seconds.
Well, it should take zero time.
I honestly heard, is this public knowledge that it's Bieber?
One quick search says it looks like it could be Bieber, but others saying that it's just a, quote, major A-list celebrity, unquote.
Well, that'd be Bieber, would it not? He's A-list.
Well, I mean, they could get Connor McDavid to make that.
What about Drake?
Jeez.
What about Drake?
Yeah, well, he doesn't care as much.
Drizzy Drake.
Does he
Well,
like
Justin
the
Bieber
Leafs?
skated in the All-Star game, I think, in 2018 or something like that. In the last handful of years, he was a part of some sort of NHL fun. Michael Bublé got the World Cup.
It's got to be Bieber, I would. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. We're waiting for
Bring out the Biebs.
We can't hear what's on the broadcast, so we're just sort of waiting for it to happen. They're showing a lot of.
What's on his shirt? He's got wolves.
some Wolverine patches.
Wolf
I'm not
patches.
Sure. All right, picking first for just the third time in franchise history.
The time runs out. Well, you've lost your pick.
Forfeited pick. The video ran too long. Toronto, sorry.
Well, in a draft like this, shouldn't they make the pick immediately? Like, why are we waiting?
Because it's pomp and circumstance.
It's
you gotta build it up. You got to build it up, Coop.
Build up what?
Come on.
Gary
you got to
Bettman's
drag it
walkout?
out. Bettman's back on stage. And he's called. Yeah, he loves the booze. He's like at some point, somebody should not boo him.
Yeah, they should just all cheer him.
Like I would say, if the Oilers win the Stanley Cup on home ice, organize cheer Bettman when he comes out. No, did they boo him in Vegas? I don't think they did anything in Vegas.
They were probably like, "Who's that guy?"
They probably don't know. Yeah, exactly.
What league are we in?
What's an offside?
So if doesn't the commissioner make the first pick or?
No, the team. The
so
GM
if Justin
should
Bieber
make
makes the pick, is he coming out? Is it with glasses or no glasses?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's
Biebs.
Yeah,
probably
glasses.
tank top.
Tank top.
What's Bettman doing? He's waiting. Now he's all right. Here it comes.
Oh,
there's Bieber. No glasses.
It's Bieber.
He rips into a song. Baby.
So what's he wearing?
Baby.
Like a
he's
red.
wearing
Is that like a track jacket?
That looks like it's got a maple leaf on it. I mean,
Canadian
good for you.
logo.
I was thinking like 42 now or something.
He's 30-something.
Oh, okay.
He is 32.
And did he grow up right in? No, he's from Stratford, isn't he?
I believe so.
Because that's where the theater festival is.
The Biebs is looking great. The
Never
Biebs
looked
is
better.
looking polished.
If you ask me. St. Joseph's Hospital in London, Ontario.
That's where he's born.
That's where he was born.
Right, but I thought he grew up in Stratford.
Yeah. Stratford, Ontario, Canada. Frequently busking outside the Avon Theatre.
Is he singing or is he talking? He's probably booing Bettman. He's like, Bettman, you dirty.
He's got loafers on. He's got Lululemon
those are
sleepy
slippers.
time slippers.
Oh, maybe
and sweatpants.
maybe
He
he's
looked
having
like
a
he
nap.
just woke up.
Okay, well, we got to just confirm who they pick here. Maybe some of you are on the feed ahead of us. Well, maybe not, because Ice 256 in the Nazi chat. Make the damn pick. Now I think he's doing some stand-up here. I think oh no, they picked him. I think if I had a guy making a pick for my team, I'd pick that Anthony Jeselnik.
Who would be Edmonton's celebrity if they had the first overall pick? Who would they roll out?
Tommy Chong.
Nathan Fillion, but he doesn't live here.
Oh, they got a real wolf theme going on there.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
They could just get an athlete.
Gavin McKenna, like out of the Big Ten, that still seems so weird, eh? All these college guys are going to be getting picked first. All right. Well, Jimmy says, holy, this draft is cringe. We're sorry. If only Jay and I ran it, the couches would be different.
Jack Regruth 5725 says, I'm ahead of you. They picked Veerhoff?
I think he's joking around.
That would be amazing.
I'm pretty sure the screen says Gavin McKenna.
I know, but maybe second.
He's being goofy. Well, he wouldn't be that far ahead. Veerhoff for the second pick won't be for 10 minutes.
This is a good point.
Yeah, he's up on stage. He's shaking hands with the high school kid, the Buffalo high school kids in the Vegas jerseys.
What a world.
Probably cares so much. Yeah.
All right, we better break. Our Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week is coming up. We'll keep you updated on the stuff from. We'll probably only be on pick 3 or 4 by the end of the show.
Probably.
Here's the Coob with the sports update.
The pick is in the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Justin Bieber selecting Gavin McKenna first overall. The San Jose Sharks are now on the clock with the second overall pick. Vancouver rounding out the top 3. Friday night football action, Saskatchewan. Toronto hit the turf in Regina. Riders undefeated. Argos 1-1 for the game. AJ Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available for Saskatchewan. Underway top of the first. Jays down 3-0 to the Rangers. Runner on first and second base for Texas. One out for them with Patrick Corbin on the bump for the Bluebirds. In Edmonton, it's Riverhawks taking on the Lefties. Tune into the game on any of ESC's audio streams. First pitch just after 7 o'clock, and at 6, 2 matches go live in the World Cup, including Spain and Uruguay. Kicking off. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to book a tee time today. More about the NHL Entry Draft up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The oil stream.
CPAC says running Ingram Jari back again is the literal definition of insanity. I get that.
I agree.
But again, who can they get another goalie? That's a big upgrade. I mean, you hear Montembeau's name being thrown around. The shine kind of came off him.
Do they want just something new, just because it's always fun to have a shiny new toy? Because Ingram and Jari could work.
The oil stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Well, many of you are fired up watching the NHL draft along with us. Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Just for some things from the Nasty Chat here. Box Pounder NHL events are always cringe. Rip City Sep, the Fireplace channel does get better ratings than the NHL, so it's worth a try because they kind of had this living room looking set off to the side of the stage
Just
where they sat him down for an interview.
Terrible set. I mean, the color of the couch based on the background was just an awful choice. The couch itself is cheap like borscht. I mean, this thing, a higher end version of the couch would have not allowed the cushion to lift up as Beebs was sitting in the middle of the couch. I mean, it's just poor quality.
Scotty Knows says this whole production is just ridiculous right now. Some people doubting the authenticity of the Austin Matthews video or really just the whole thing. And so then, now we don't have the audio. So the pick was made. They lit up. They put the lights on this living room set with the couch and the fireplace, fake fireplace, obviously, we think. So he did an interview. Well, I wasn't sure who the talent was from Sportsnet, but Bieber sat there. So he did an interview with a Sportsnet employee, and then he went off to the side of the stage and did another interview for Sportsnet.
Yeah, but what
is going on?
What is this here? Oh,
First overall picks from the NCAA in NHL history. 3 of the last 6 are the NCAA. McKenna out of Penn State, Celebrini out of BU in 24, Power out of Michigan in 21, and DiPietro about, was it 2000? And Joe Murphy, don't forget about him. He wound up being an Oiler. He went first overall to the Red Wings.
Yeah, they had Matthew Schaefer, of all people, doing a little walk and talk with.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a neat idea. Have last year's number 1 overall pick is doing TV with Sportsnet, interviewing the high draft picks. I don't mind that angle. I like that idea better than the couch.
But what's
from
Elliot
someone
there for?
who's Elliot's an analyst.
He should be the guy talking to them.
Well, he's not. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, the number 2 overall pick. Will we reach the number 4 overall pick by the end of the show in half an hour?
Ooh,
not sure we will.
Just get that one up over at Play Alberta.
You want us to go to the Oil Country Towing Hotline here, Coop? We already ready? Perfect. This is our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. Pasta Pantry for over 30 years in Sherwood Park, serving hot, delicious comfort food made right in their kitchen. They do it fast so you can slow down. Family atmosphere at Pasta Pantry. When you go there, you are one of the family. Check out Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the pregame meal.
All right. With that, we are pleased to be joined by this week's Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, John Hoffman. This is John. You're going to have to really take this because this is the best part about these is we just want to get to know you and know your story. So you were just nominated or named the Alberta Coach of the Year for the sport of pickleball. Is that correct?
I
might be
We're not
muted.
sure if your mic is working there, John. We'll get Coop to set up with you. Yeah, but this is pretty cool. We've had some fun stuff for Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, and this is going to be yet another one.
Well, and you know, it's kind of an interesting connection community, and Yukon Jack, his wife, is I believe a pickleball pro. So
Right.
she was the one that kind of set this up, and it's always neat to find out things about sports that you may not know as much about.
Right.
Because I know everybody's heard about pickleball. Most people should have. I think it's one of the fastest
become
growing
a bit
sports.
a bit of a fad, I think.
But you a pickleball guy, Reid? Have you played pickleball?
I have not tried it. I probably would like it if I tried it. And with my explosive power,
you might be too explosive.
It might
for
be too
pickleball.
much. Yeah, I might dill those pickles.
Pardon?
I might dill those pickles.
Oh, okay.
Put some honey mustard on them.
Well, you're in such close quarters, it might be detrimental to be, with someone of your explosive nature.
Rip City Step is saying Durafiev to the Rangers. Wow, that's a big one because he's an RFA, is he not? Durafiev to the Rangers. Good player for Vegas. So probably some sort of sign and trade deal worked in there. Not seeing any return yet, but yeah, this is popping up all over my feed now. Do we have the Sharks on the clock?
Yeah, Sharks on the clock, and also Frank Saravalli 4 minutes ago saying JJ Peterka to Boston for a first-round pick, 23rd overall, conditional 2028 first-rounder as well. That was originally Florida's lottery protected with Marco Sturm there. Oh, no, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, no. Just those other two pieces. So
all right.
first overall this year in 2028 first round.
And it looks like Ivar Stenberg out of Sweden is going second overall to the Sharks. Played in Sweden last year, 33 points in 43 games. Do we have our guest ready to go?
Yes.
Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is John Hoffman. John, welcome to the show.
Awesome, fellas. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we got you. Okay, so you were recently named the Pickleball Alberta Coach of the Year. How did this all come about? And when did you start? How did you discover the sport of pickleball?
There's a lot going on. NHL Draft, Past the Pantry. First off, Nathan at the Past the Pantry. That guy's the man.
Okay.
Every time I've been there, he just comes racing out. I believe an alumni of this Athlete of the Week edition, Logan Fermaniak.
Yes.
Him and his mom, Nicole, went there with the two of them. And yeah, Nathan, he just comes right out. He chats it up, so friendly. I think he's even a pickleball guy. He's always out in the community doing great things. NHL Draft, I love the stories. You know, the parents, they give so much. Yeah, whether it's McKenna, locally, Keaton Verhoff, what a story.
He was a Past the
alumni.
Pantry Athlete of the Week. Oh, yeah. It's all tied together.
So good.
So how did you discover pickleball?
Pickleball. Well, 2019, I was in a squash league, Edmonton Squash League, and we'd go hard, play hard, and then we'd go for a little after post game kind of debrief, I guess you'd call it. So U of A courts went across the Earls. There was a guy, he went to Mexico. He was a cool guy, fun, everything. It just didn't compute for me. He went to Mexico a whole week. He did not go to the beach. He just played this game I'd never heard of, pickleball. So the seed was planted. And then COVID comes, doing property management, and work just through the roof. And physical activity, just the squash was shut down, ball hockey, everything that you kind of love to keep you sane and enjoying life. And it was gone. So, you plug away. I learned a good lesson about ignoring pain. Don't recommend that, fellas. Something happens, you gotta take care of it. So it was Super Bowl 55. I believe that's the right number. Tom Brady's last hurrah. Mm-hmm. And it was a pregame show. And I was not shocked to hear that, I had to get the appendix taken out because for weeks the side was bugging me. I was like, what's going on? At that time, 21, if you Googled anything, it would tell you, it could be COVID. And anyways, I should have went to the hospital much sooner. I thought, I had a couple knee surgeries, stuff like that. I thought I'd be watching the fourth quarter. But fellas, I wake up, it's 2 a.m. What's going on here? This is not right. Appendix should be a fast one. But so yeah, find out it was actually quite serious. The appendix had burst earlier, weeks ago or whatever, and it had hardened up around the intestines, all that kind of stuff. So instead of a quick in and out, I was in there about 10 days and quite a bit behind on the work. And it was a good journey to recover, grateful, everything. So I couldn't go back to the ball hockey, didn't want to take a stick, squash, all that stuff. So as I eased back into things, the seed was planted with this pickleball thing. Took a free lesson in my neighborhood and started inquiring. And it was good to kind of jump back in. So it took time. I got way too behind in my job, though. Again, property management was busy. I was able to take a lighter duty type of job working in Stony Plain. So good town there. And I just Googled and found Spruce Grove Courts, this amazing oasis, 12 courts. Never thought I'd be Googling pickleball before. But I went out there and a friend from old times was there. He was having fun. I thought, man, I got to take this job and figure this game out. Started playing after work, and just such a welcoming, awesome community there. Started taking a little coaching class to see if I could help others. Took time, had some success, local tournaments, provincials, some of the national stuff. But it's the community, it's the social aspect, and really the game's as fast and as exciting as you make of it. So maybe I'll stop there. Thanks for listening.
Well, no, it's part of the story, right? It's part of how you came to finding pickleball, and you had sent me an email. So if you want to expand on this, I'll leave it up to you. But you discovered that in a roundabout way of having your appendix removed and limited you and forced you into different sports, and you found pickleball. But you've also had to deal with other adversity through your pickleball journey. Can you speak on these challenges and how it provided you with motivation to help facilitate the growth of this sport?
Yeah, for sure. I guess one of the things that happened, started helping others learn the game, play the game, and that was rewarding. Guy White, he's a gym on Spruce Grove, awesome guys at Spruce Grove, and at St. Albert Club as well. And then, volunteering, helping others see the joy that they have. And then Paul Plackus, Custom Fit, he's doing good stuff all the time, him and Dewey. And then they started doing 8-week classes, so kind of helping others, coaching. And I didn't realize you could actually kind of make some money helping others. I'd volunteered most of my adult life, and whatever I was involved in, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, or just different programs helping others. But yeah, the idea that you could actually make some money, win-win. So then the kind of seeds are planted, and I don't want me to be a downer here. It's a lot of good stuff going on tonight, NHL Draft. But so my mother suddenly passed away, and I didn't get a chance to kind of say goodbye or to connect in the last days or in the last day. And just definitely made me reflect on life and how she was an amazing cheerleader for me. Both my parents, super loving. When I'm coaching every day, I just sometimes see people that, win or kind of, if they don't win that game, it's like their identity is kind of taking a hit. Or maybe, they lose a tournament, or, maybe somebody retires from a sport or something, and who are they now, kind of thing. But just felt like I never really had to earn my parents' approval or love. And so grateful for that. Anyways, just after her passing away, I realized that she was my greatest kind of cheerleader and encourager, and just inspired me to maybe jump in and do that for others, or devote myself more towards that, and even full time. And so, the last two and a bit years, super grateful for Vin, Michelle, Pickleball Hub, and the opportunity to invest in others, helping others learn the game. But I guess probably the biggest thing is, partly from my mom kind of passing away quickly, it would be just to be honest, my last memories with her were on the court, having fun, laughing. And that summer she got to see me at Nationals in Regina, cheering me on. And so I guess just helping families make great memories together, being active is, what a big part of what I'm about, helping others in pickleball.
John Hoffman, the Past Pantry Athlete of the Week, joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. John, that's exactly what the world needs more of, is people that feel the initiative to want to help and give people an outlet. And pickleball seems to be a sport that is very much so on the rise. So, I mean, this is something that you do now, and it's a bigger part of your life. So, if somebody's listening right now and they say, because you also mentioned it, Logan Formaniak, he was a young fella, a 14-year-old pickleball player who lives half the time in Edmonton, half the time in the United States. He's a professional pickleball player. I mean, there's going to be a future with pickleball. So if there's a parent listening, or maybe a young adult that says, hey, you know what, I want to give this a try. Like, are there camps coming up this summer that kids can get involved in?
Jay, you're the man. We got 4 different camps at the Pickleball Hub on the south end, Roper Road, and then west end, or St. Albert Trail, just before 137 up. So they're half-day camps. First one's July 6th, and then July 27th, August 4th, August 17. Just really creating a safe place for kids to explore, being active and making friends. And pickleball is amazing because it's so accessible. Really, we have paddles. You just bring some shoes and a water bottle, and the game started in the 60s. There's grandparents and some kids in the summertime, and they had a badminton net, and they put that net down, they put out a badminton court, and then they made this non-volley zone. Really, it's a pretty amazing game that actually tomorrow I'll be coaching, and there's at 11:30 usually these guys, there's 3 generations on a court. The grandfather, it's just, he's blazing around. Yeah, and then the middle-aged sons, and then their young adult grandsons are there, and they're just laughing, having fun. Can't think of any other activity where we have 3 generations that are trying their hardest, and they're all kicking butt. And so that inspires me. But so it takes a lot of teamwork. Even genders, there's not much of a difference either way. Sometimes ladies are on top. But I never really imagined I'd be playing sports where male, female. I was honored even to the last few weeks to represent Alberta or Team Alberta at Nationals. And I'm kind of getting up there in age, but most of the crew is, 20s, 30-year-olds. Do your best to compete. So really blown away with Pickleball Alberta, how it's grown the last few years. Kirk Jensen, president, Jill Richards, and now Charity Christensen. They even got us with the Canadian Olympic, not the committee, but Olympic Center, and they got like a nutritionist and a mental coach and all this kind of stuff helping Team Alberta going forwards.
Well, John, you're an inspiration. As you know, we're live on YouTube. People are sending in messages. People are really connecting with what you're saying. So once again, we appreciate all you're doing in the sport. We appreciate your dedication to getting the youth involved and trying to get people engaged in pickleball. I went over to, it's very simple. If you go to pickleballhub.ca, you can see all of the different options there. It says right on the top, clinics. So if you're looking for something fun and new and exciting this summer for your child, I would definitely suggest that. John, you are the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. You've won a $25 gift certificate, so you can go see your buddy over there at Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, as well as you get a custom Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week hat. You can pick it up when you go there. But John Hoffman, thank you for joining us today on the Reid Wilkins Show.
Fellas, the last word, it's been a few years or even decades that Reid Wilkins has been a big fan of the show. So long-time listener, first-time caller. And I loved how you feature local things. And you're just always kind of building up the community, and you're just man of the people. So thanks for what you do, Reid.
Well, thank you very much. I think that goes for Jay as well. All the best. We appreciate your time. John Hoffman's our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. Now, if you want to nominate someone for Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, or go to our website. There's a submission form there. You can send that in. I know we got a couple of those this week coming in. We love doing that. We love doing that segment and telling local stories, things going on in the community, people who might be your neighbor, your teacher, or whoever. We love telling those stories, and John had a really, really good one. We really appreciate his time.
That was great.
The Canucks took the coach's son.
They did.
Which was not...
Caleb Malholtra.
He was pretty highly ranked. It wasn't like they went way off the board. In mock drafts, he was ranked pretty high. So Vancouver snapped them up. All right, we'll wrap up the week. Words of the day coming up. Our buddy the Coob goes now.
picks have been made so far in the NHL Entry Draft. Gavin McKenna, first overall to Toronto. San Jose picking Ivar Stenberg in Vancouver. Like father, like son, Caleb Malhotra off to the Canucks with the third overall pick in Buffalo. After acquiring the fourth overall pick from Chicago earlier this week, picked Daxton Rudolph out of Prince Albert, the defenseman, fourth overall. Around the league, the Bruins have acquired J.J. Peterka from the Mammoth in exchange for the 23rd overall pick and conditional first rounder in 2028. So 2 first-rounders in the move for Peterka. Also on the move, the Golden Knights have shipped Pavel Dorofeyev to the Rangers, according to multiple sources. Details on the trade have yet to be announced. In baseball, Jays Rangers are in game 2 of their series. Currently in the matchup, 3-0 advantage in favor of Texas, end of the second inning. And in Edmonton, it's the Riverhawks taking on the Lefties. Tune into the game on any of ESC's audio streams. First pitch just after 7 to the CFL Friday Night Football. Saskatchewan, Toronto hit the turf for Saskatchewan. AJ Ouellette is doubtful with an ankle injury, while Keyshawn Johnson is available. And at 6, 2 matches go live in the World Cup, including Spain and Uruguay kicking off. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show brings us back following the break. Stay tuned for that. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoon.
Question for AG. Does he see glimmers of the 2015 D-line in this year's group?
I think it's too early for me to say that, but I do think when you look at the havoc and the chaos that was created last night, it certainly gives you hope, but I don't want to start shooting too high. We're 3-0 and that's awesome, but we got to go 1-0 next week, and that's super cliche to say, but that's the mindset the players want.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour. July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Okay, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Hope you're having a great Friday afternoon. Hope you have a great weekend planned, whatever you need to do. If you got to work, hopefully you still got some time for some R&R. Soccer game Sunday at 1, right? Canada, South Africa, obviously massive game. Knockout stage at the World Cup. That's the only game on Sunday, so that's pretty cool. It is in Los Angeles, and we're keeping an eye on the NHL draft. So Daxon Rudolph went 4th overall, so 4 picks did get through by the end of our show. So it's been about, half an hour for 4 picks to go? We'll get there. Tonight I'll probably watch some Friday Night Football, maybe some of the soccer. I'll probably
I'm locked in on the CFL.
But yeah. And again, without the Oilers picking till tomorrow, it's not like I feel like I got to sit there and watch. We'll see if the Oilers do anything over the weekend. Obviously, a lot of speculation about Darnell Nurse and things like that. Let's go to the Edmonton Public Library words of the day. Only 1 week left to take advantage of early bird pricing for EPL's after-hours escape room adventure, Locked Library, the bookcase. Whether you're a puzzle pro or just looking for a one-of-a-kind night out, Locked Library offers suspense and unforgettable fun in one of Edmonton's most iconic spaces. Don't miss this event on Saturday, July 25th at the Stanley A. Milne Library. Early bird pricing ends on June 30th. That's Tuesday. Get your tickets at epl.ca/Locked Library.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Okay, this is Words of the Day, Abutski edition number 40.
Oh, wow. Okay.
First word of the day, ponderous.
Ponderous?
Ponderous.
That's the word. Ponderous. This is, I think, as a whole this week, this has not been a challenging week for spelling. Did I spell?
Well,
no.
you're a good speller, though.
I guess
you find spelling easier than I would say most.
But ponderous is one who ponders a lot. Like Jay is Jay often sits alone in a ponderous state.
Well, describe that state then, because that's not
thoughtful, thinking about stuff, mulling over things. That's wrong? Really? I thought that was easy. Well, what do I know? Nothing.
Would you like the sentence?
Yes.
The only audience members not walking out of the ponderous speech were those who had fallen asleep.
Like long-winded? Like overly wordy?
The definition is dull, slow, and tedious.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it actually meant pondering a lot.
You
Dull,
would think.
slow, and tedious.
Dull, slow, and tedious.
Shows you what I know.
One for 2.
That's bad.
Second word of the day, denizens.
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 Denizens. Denizens. And okay, what's the best way to describe this? It's like, and I'll give a follow-up sentence. It's people who sort of frequent / inhabit a place to the extent that they almost become like part of it. Like, Jay and I walked into the neighborhood pub and saw the familiar denizens around the dartboard or something.
Brilliant.
Like that. Yeah.
The actual definition is inhabitant, resident, or frequent occupant of a particular place.
Wow, I did really
You did really
Holy
well.
Poop crap.
You know what? I'm going to give you a bonus 2.5. 3.25 out of 4. Way to finish off Friday.
Bonus
Positive
points
5.
for the word denizens.
Positive 5.
That is very good. That is very good.
Fix Dusty's screen.
Move his screens back so they're
Megatron.
blocking. Trade alert. Hang on. Okay. Let's end the show with the trade. Now we don't have the audio, so hopefully they put the Chiron up.
Nice.
Bettman announcing the trade. So say it, Bettman. Put it up. Oh, Calgary's on the clock, right? Oh, trade the Golden Knights. Oh, this is the Dorofeyev trade that was already rumored. The Golden Knights get 26th and 92nd overall, as well as a 2028 first rounder.
Wow.
In exchange for Pavel Dorofeyev. And is he not an RFA?
Yeah, let me confirm that. I mean, he had over 10 goals. He was second for the Golden Knights in goals in the
Didn't he have over 30 goals?
In the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Specifically in the playoffs. My apologies. But no. Yeah, so two firsts, and then a third rounder that would have been. 25 years old. He must be an RFA then.
Yeah.
Rounding out a 2-year deal. Yeah, he is a RFA status, age 25, 64 points, 37 goals, and 82 regular season games.
Okay, there we go. So we ended off with a trade. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us. Fun show, fun week. Hope you have a great weekend. On behalf of, what time's the golf show, Coop?
That is on at 8 o'clock. Every single Sunday right here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
VIP Golf Show. Okay.
VIP Golf Show.
On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Have a great weekend. Go Canada!